We will start tonight's session, however, from a different perspective. This one will be far away from Oldreach,
Not again.
as it is about nightfall. Um, I'd say about dusk. Like the light of the sun is still in the sky, but the sun has like set, so it's just now falling into nightfall. As a figure is kind of curling and making his way out of a giant war camp. And Sin, I would like you to roll me a stealth check.
That's a 12.
That's a 12.
I rolled a 2.
Oh! Well, thankfully with your newfound affinity for shadows, you're able to kind of sneak your way through and make your way. And as you do so, you're holding some interesting documents in your hand. It's things that you found that is probably important. You deem important as you sneak your way into the meeting point that you and someone else had made beforehand. And you kind of get there, and there you see a man in wearing like some I guess a military uniform. With he has like a kind of 5 o'clock shadow, scratchy beard, um, and he's sitting there kind of sipping on a flask. And when he sees you, he kind of closes the flask. Like, well, kid, you find anything?
Yeah, I'll slap those papers down on his desk.
Oh, he's just like sitting on like on a hill. There's no,
Oh,
yeah.
I'll slap him in his lap.
As he starts like picking up, what's this?
I don't know. I can't read.
Well, let's hope it's important, not just some laundry list.
I rolled a nat 20 on my deception.
What? You told me this entire time you haven't been able to read.
He saw me read this morning.
Dang,
I was lying.
You're
Sorry. I had to practice my skills.
well. Well, now I know how you're able to get in and out so quickly, so easily.
Yeah.
Could have convinced the general herself that you were just another soldier.
Oh, but I am.
And then he'll kind of look over start looking at the documents, and like flipping through them. He'll look back to Sin. Did you read these?
I skim them.
So you know what they're saying.
Yes, but I don't know the full implications of it.
Well, the implications would be interesting, to say the least. Do you know of anyone?
World.
Do you know anyone we could tell this to safely without, causing geopolitical harm?
Do you trust me?
Well, you just lied to me a minute ago.
But I told the truth, did I not?
You did, and well, we've gotten this far. Sure,
And if
I
I
trust you.
spoke to you again, there's no way you could tell if I was lying or not.
Sure.
So I'm just gonna leave and let you decide on if I can do something about this.
Kind of just like tilts his head. Okay. What are you gonna do?
Well, if I tell you, then that means the general would know.
But he just looks really confused. Huh?
Not for you to worry
All right. He'll hand you back the papers. Well, I'll trust you with it.
Thank you.
I'll go talk to I guess my own people.
You do that.
Uh, that that book you told me about, the one with all the sending.
Yeah, it's chained to my hip. Yeah.
Can I add my name in there?
Uh, kind of like hesitantly looking around, like, hey, it's only date number two. Like, uh, you know what? I have a few extra pages. Why not?
And so then he'll take a pen as you open the book, and you'll write down his name. You write down Edison O'Neill, come with a little like nice little signature. Close it. Now, whenever you tell whoever you're gonna tell or whatever you're gonna do, let me know.
You have a nice signature, and I
Oh,
kind of turn around and begin to walk out.
thank you. He's always an odd one. As he kind of picks up like a military hat, kind of straightens it on his head, and then kind of uncomfortably like tries to fit his or arrange his uniform as he goes back to walk into the uh, war camp as you walk away from it. All right. And as you're walking away, Sin, roll me a perception or Arcana, your choice.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Either way is a 12.
Well, thankfully, it's not a high DC. Um, and as you kind of start walking away, your ears they slightly begin to ring. You know how like randomly you'll be like doing something and your ears begin to ring.
You see, IRL, I have tinnitus, and I would not wish that upon any of my fantasy characters.
It's not lasting. It's just a little bit like a slow rise as the same part of you that kind of like sensed and tingled when you tried to access, I'll say in the tower where you tried to use magic with Isha and then you kind of connected to that huge network that you kind of saw in a flash. Um that same part of you that was like that used that magic begins to kind of like tingle as you feel as your ears begin to ring.
Ah, guess it's time to get the band back together.
All right, and then
So
we'll switch perspectives again.
instead, return to the tease.
However, unfortunately, it's not the party yet. This one is to a perspective roughly a year ago, as there will be two people walking down this ornate hallway with pillars on the side, kind of leading into a huge arch that would be recognized as a hallway inside the Ninasaran Council building. And as they're walking, these two figures, one of them is kind of in like very kind of formal, kind of political attire with its a dress, and the other person is in a kind of black leather harness with a small cloak and a small belt to their side. As Mara and Karu are walking down this hallway, and Karu is just kind of like acting as a bodyguard, escorting her back to the office, and he's just walking until Mara kind of looks over and nudge or just looks over like, Karu, you're doing it again. And he kind of snaps out of his daze and looks back and he's like, oh, sorry. And um, she was like, well, at least it's like, I hope you're thinking about something, at least useful. Karu looks back, just, what do you mean by that? He's like, well, just seeing if you're wanting to, thinking about leading the task force I asked you about earlier. And then Karu's like, yeah, well, I just don't know if I'm, ready for that. You see, leading something like that has a lot more consequence than what I'm doing right now. Cause, like, yeah, I'm bodyguard, I'm head of the guard, but just leading something and it kind of trails off as he looks back to Mara, who looks almost insulted. And Karu says, "What?" And Mara, protecting me is inconsequential? And Karu begins to stammer, just like, no, that's not really what I meant. And as he kind of keeps stammering, she kind of looks ahead and goes, "Wait, what's that?" As they're getting closer to their office, or to Mara's office, or kind of suite that she works in, and they see a little gift basket, like a little gift box on the floor. And Karu obviously like pulls out his arm, kind of stops her. He's like, "Hold on, I'm gonna make sure it's safe." And she kind of gives him just like a eyebrows raised, like, "I thought protecting me was inconsequential." And he just kind of looks back with a glare, and then getting closer, he looks down and picks it up, and well, determines that it's maybe safe to open up. And as he opens it, inside there's a book, just a blank leather leather book, and he picks it up and starts flipping through it and finds all the pages blank. And then to his left, he hears Mara say, "Oh, that's for you." He kind of like jumps and looks back. He's like, "What?" "It's your birthday present. You see, you're always, caught up in thought, so I thought, why not just jot them down?" And Karu kind of looks very questioned. "How did you know it was my birthday?" And she kind of like cringes back and winces. Like, "It might have been in your paperwork. I don't know. You've worked here for a few years now. I thought you'd, earned a gift or something like that." And then Karu kind of looks back at it. Just, "Well, thank you." As he kind of pulls out a pencil, and Karu, now a year later, scratches something into that same notebook. As he closes it, puts it down next to some leather armor and belt. Looks very similar to the one from a year ago. And then goes down, squats down, and and kind of gets into a defensive position. And he says, "All right, remember, focus on your enemy. Keep your eyes on him, but don't neglect your surroundings. You need to be aware of anything that happens around you so you can react to it. But be aware, don't be distracted." And he looks towards his opponent. "You ready?"
Always.
He's like, "All right." And he kind of gets back down into like a wrestling kind of sparring position as he jolts forward to start the spar. And as he does so, behind him, you could see two people, Thunar, kind of making weird shapes with his hands, as Phelan is next to him, trying to coach him through it with an open book of all these sigils they found from the tribal lands.
Thunar, no, Thunar. Like it's like this. Your fingers go like this.
Um,
Here.
I try to do it, and okay, I get it. Now what?
Okay. Now channel your magic through this symbol to cast the spell.
Uh, Phelan, I think we skipped a step.
What step are you missing? You've been doing this the whole time. You just haven't had the symbols in your hands. Is all you haven't been doing.
What what magic spell am I casting?
Which one do you want to be casting?
I don't
I
know.
don't know
This
what
one
I
hurts
don't know
my
what Thunar
fingers.
spells are.
This one hurts my fingers.
Okay, I don't know. Just move your fingers. I don't know which one Thunar
And
cast. Which one does Thunar have?
uh,
One of Thunar's healing spells. That's what it would be.
what healing?
as Faylen just puts his hand
Oh.
in his face, in his hand, to the kind of
I'm gonna have to go back to kindergarten.
further out in the
I'm
sort of
Jordan.
back area behind the castle of Oldreach. Eitree's there as he's throwing his darts, kind of trying to perfect his form to get better at throwing in his aim. And oddly enough, I mean, you could look around, but you don't really see Briar anywhere. Until finally, Karu and Tombstone, who are kind of at the center of this kind of backyard area, are going at it. So, Tombstone, roll me a strength check.
Strength check. Awesome. I imagine Tombstone's probably not using like an actual spear, but like just like a wooden quarterstaff kind of pole, because that's what he's like. He would be trying to train with. Karu's probably fighting him barehanded and not even worried about it. But strength check. Here we go. Yeah, that's a 4.
Oh no. And so as you kind of like go to swing, he like goes and catches like the haft of the wooden spear, and you try to like kind of pull it out, but you're unable to break his grip.
Wouldn't expect such a small figure to have such power behind his build.
As he kind of takes it and
Respect.
kind of throws it to the side, not out of your hands, just kind of throwing it
Yeah.
away from him. He's like, well, I'm also twice your height.
Of no consequence. Again!
As he goes in and starts going for more attacks. And I want you to make me a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, saving throw?
Saving
Or-
throw.
Okay. 14.
Ooh. So, you kind of as you're kind of going, you kind of jab at him a couple times, and he kind of like falls a little bit to the ground, putting like one hand to the ground to kind of dodge it, and with his other hand, he reaches down to touch his own shadow, and as he does so, he reaches through, and then comes up from your shadow behind you to try to grab your leg.
Oh, frick.
But you see it, and you dodge quick enough so he just grabs nothing but air.
Well, that's
And
new.
He's just, and Karu just is like, "Good, you're learning."
Little kobold's got to be light on his feet. And I started just like dancing back and forth, like kind of like
Yeah.
boxer, like.
Yeah. As the sparring continues, give me one more attack. Let's do it to hit this time.
Okay. What skill would you like me to use for that?
I mean, just anything that would be like the spear.
Okay.
Oh. So for instance, I was doing contested. He rolled a nat 20.
I rolled a natural one.
And so you kind of go, and he kind of just like deflects it with his arm, takes the haft, kind of twists it upward out of your hand, and like turns it on you.
All right. I see my mistake.
It was good. And he kind of stands down, offs his back. It was good though.
I mean, that's probably the puniest spear thrust I've ever thrown in my entire life. Something's wrong. It's like trying to use all my power, but it's never enough when I use my strength.
Well, have you tried giving a little bit more of a, I don't know, flourish?
You may be onto something there, and
As he like kind of like as Karu kind of like twirls the spear before handing it back to you.
I take it, and I do the thing where you like swing it like around like your
like
body.
around your neck?
I like
Yeah,
throw
yeah.
the spear and like throw it around and catch it. That's not that hard. And then I'll come at him again and I'll like helicopter spin it and like come around.
Oh, you're gonna try to hit Karu?
I'm gonna try him again. He just showed me something, so
Do it with advantage because he was not ready for that.
I'm also gonna use my dexterity instead of my strength to strike at him this
Yep.
time.
Yep. Absolutely.
So that's a 16 to hit.
Is that with advantage?
Oh, with advantage, I need to roll one more time.
Yeah, because
Yep.
you're taking him completely off guard here.
That's a 26 to hit.
Okay, then that hits. As you like square him in the side. It's like, oh, tombstone.
Oh, what? I thought we were training.
Oh,
You said to always be prepared. Look through your surroundings. Focus.
touche. Speaking of which, as he looks around, and you'll, Briar, I need you to roll me a stealth check
Right.
as you are practicing your stealthiness.
Un momento, por favor. Okay. Okay, I might have to get up and get actual dice. I was watching y'all. And now my D&D Beyond app is taking forever.
Is it just me who
Mm.
can't hear anything from the stream?
Oh,
I
it's
can't
probably
hear
it's
it
probably
either.
because it was doing atmospheric music, which is really quiet, and I had it turned
Okay.
down.
Oh, okay.
Like 24.
Oh,
Hear
there it
that?
is.
Oh, Lord.
Okay.
There it is now. Okay,
Sorry.
Well, I couldn't even hear it when I turned it. I turned it up to 200%. I couldn't even hear it, so I was
I
like,
did too. Yeah.
Yeah, sorry.
"Okay, you're good."
That was like the Skyrim
I got it now.
atmospheric that pops in every once in a while, and I keep forgetting it's a
Ah.
45-minute long song that has just occasional noises and music.
I love Skyrim ambience though.
Yeah.
24.
24. All right. As Karu kind of begin looking around, and then as he's scanning the environment, he kind of goes back to one place and narrows his eyes. He's You need to work on blending in with the shadow more. I can't see you, but the shadow is what gives you away for me.
Okay.
And nobody else like can like do you like look over and you don't really know what he's talking to.
Ah! Gara, there aren't any ghosts in this castle. Trust me, I've checked.
Thank you,
I'm going
Tombstone.
to-
I appreciate
I'm going
it.
to attempt to correct my form to become fully invisible. Seth.
All right. Is that a new stealth check or
No, I rolled a 21.
21? Well, nobody else can. Everyone else is still just like. What do you? What?
Nothing. Okay, good enough for me.
And so, Karu will then walk over to Itri as he's throwing darts. And he's like, "Well, did you get the form we talked about down?"
I think so.
All right, let's see it. Roll the hit with a dart
All right.
and do it. Ooh,
19.
you don't even need advantage. 19. You kind of go and you throw the dart, and it's just think right, pretty dead center. Karu goes, nice. Nice. Keep it up. Faylen, Thunar, how's the magic going?
Thunar is now holding his axe. Okay. You say magic.
What do you mean? What do I say? Magic?
You want me to do magic?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. All right. I'm gonna make it catch on fire like I do, right?
Okay. Do it.
Okay. So what do you want me to do?
Well, Thunar, you're the one who does it. You've done it before. How do you normally do it?
To be honest, I didn't know it was catching on fire that much before.
Okay. Pretend that you don't know about the magic again. How would you know? How would you do it? You know, if it weren't magic, how would you try to do it?
So fast.
Get hit on a rock. Oh wait, magic. I could try to focus on it and get something from it.
Is that what you normally do? What did
Hey,
you think about?
Thunar,
Yeah.
imagine somebody's about to kill your sister and then smack the rock.
The whole thing starts glowing and it's on fire.
I don't. What am I here for? I don't know how to teach. At least, okay, I don't know how to teach somebody who doesn't understand magic because I just.
No. I drop it and I went over and I grabbed it. It's like, but I want to understand magic.
I know you want to, but it's just hard to figure it out how to teach you how to understand it because I just do.
Okay. How about we start with this? What is magic?
Well, magic is a force that allows you to create things that aren't not necessarily there. Allows you to change things, change the way the world works. I'm still trying to figure out what magic is myself. It's kind of hard to understand what magic is exactly. I've only caught in slight glimpses where I've seen the fabrics of magic that are woven through reality. The things you need to know are number one, that magic is everywhere. Okay, magic isn't just something that you call into existence. Magic is everywhere, and so now only some people like you and I have the ability to access magic. And we can use it to cast different spells.
Less like they say. Like the Goliaths. They're blessed by the divine spirit.
You could consider it, and I don't know if it's a divine spirit or not, but we are blessed in a way that we can access it in ways that others now. Now I can access magic different than you can. I probably have a better connection than you might because it's kind of the whole way that my abilities work. But
That's not very nice.
I don't mean it like that. And here's the thing: I could never swing an axe the way that you swing an axe. But you probably would never be able to cast a fireball like I could cast a fireball.
Oh.
But that's okay. Your spells are different than mine. Yours have different streaks than mine. So
okay, how about we start with this? What have you seen me do?
Well, I've seen you heal. I have seen you set your fist or your weapon on fire, and I've seen you do different types of. I believe it's called smiting, which is where you imbue your attacks with magic. It's usually particularly effective against undead creatures and those of that sort. So
Okay, go back to this healing.
Mm-hmm.
When did I heal?
Well, you've healed multiple times in our battles. Usually, whenever you have come through in when one of us is low, if you come up to us, you place your hand on us, and you've healed us through your touch and through your desire to.
I was just
keep us
encouraging you.
Well, that's maybe what you were doing, but what you were unintentionally doing at the same time was you casting casting a healing spell on us.
Carl,
You might not have been consciously thinking of it, but your body's innate senses itself was you wanted to heal us. You were trying to encourage us and keep us going. And in order to do that, we needed to be healed. So you healed us.
Oh, okay. Okay. So what should I try to do? Because I can heal and hit things with magic in them.
Carl will pipe in. He'll kind of put a hand on Thunar's shoulder. You just keep doing what you have been doing.
But I want to learn. I want to get better at magic.
Faylen.
Mm.
Faylen, show him some magic. Hit me.
No, you see, we just got.
I wanna test my fire resistance.
We just got Thunar to heal you up. Let's not.
Well, he
break
can
you
do
back
it
down
again. He's practicing magic too. Hit me.
When did I heal him?
When you took him to bed and took care of him last night, you healed him in the process.
What? I just tucked him in.
You
And
thought that's all you.
I thought I
Look,
slept well
that's
for
what I'm
some
telling you.
reason.
You thought that's all you were doing, but what you look, you thought you were consciously thinking that all you were doing was just helping take care of him so he could rest and heal. What you were subconsciously doing was using your magical ability to heal him because he needed it. So,
Okay.
anyways, I like Tombstone's idea, so I'm going to rear back and shoot a firebolt at him. Just
The
hold on one
fire
sec.
begins to.
I've already died training once. I can do it again.
The fire begins
Does
to glow
a
in Tombstone's
26 hit him?
eyes.
Oh yeah.
So that'll be 14 fire damage.
God!
Ow! What the frick?
Hey, that wasn't even a fireball, Tombstone.
Yeah, I could dodge those.
Uh-huh. Okay, now Thunar.
Yeah, nice jar.
What would you...
Okay.
All right. What would you do if you saw that Tombstone needed help, like he does? We're in battle, and Tombstone has been burned
Oh
savagely.
no! Tombstone has been burnt. Crispy. I'll walk over there, kind of look back at you like, and then walk over there and just, you know the scene in the first Spider-Verse where he puts his hand
Oh,
on
like-
his shoulder?
Hey.
Ew.
Ew.
Ew. You are not healed.
I'm gonna look at Karu.
He just throws his hands up, shrugs.
Did you do something? I'm not saying this hurts, but ow.
Okay.
I just see a
Okay.
giant char like on his shoulder or chest area.
Thunar, try to take care of him as you normally would, or as
Oh.
somebody who doesn't have magic.
Okay. Well, is there not a turnaround? You know, Tombstone's in front of me, and I was a turnaround, and I was like, is there not like a sigil, hand clap, something like, and I just like point to him and accidentally like
Poke him.
touch him, like touch him, and you get like 1 hit point.
Ah.
Oh, I felt something.
Oh yeah. That there's a
Oh,
there's
is
a little
that
bit
good?
something there.
What did I do?
Felt like a
felt cold.
static. It felt like when you like touch someone, you like shock each other, but but for healing instead.
Thunar,
Instead of a
you
pain,
stopped
it's like a
thinking
nice
about it
feeling.
so much. You just felt the healing. You can't think about it so much. It's not as much of a I'm thinking about it, so it's gonna happen. No, it's you just let it flow. You just let yourself connect with magic, and then use yourself to make it do something.
Okay.
Don't force it.
Okay. But would you say that people who focus on it and control it would be better at magic and can improve it, right?
Well, anybody who focuses and practices can improve, but
Okay.
you've got to remember, it's not just all think it. You have to feel it too.
Okay. Lunar closes his eyes. Oh wait, you said don't think.
I said, don't think too much.
Oh,
You've got
can
to
I
think about it some, but don't think
Okay,
too
okay.
much about it.
I close my eyes, and I think of a battle, having seen you just get stabbed, and I reach out and
You think about the time when he ate the shard, and the tree
No.
began to just eviscerate him.
I think about the time he. How much damage did you take, by the way?
He took 14 damage.
So it's
I
13
have-
now.
At 13.
Yeah,
To be at full.
okay. Then I reach out as I'm thinking about you, like going down and getting hurt. I cast Cure Wounds on you for 8 health.
Oh, he did something. That feels better.
Okay. Oh,
There you go,
okay.
Tombstone. Now, did you feel it?
Oh yeah. Perfectly
yeah,
fine.
I felt tingly. Go this way.
That's the flow of magic.
Oh.
You feel it more than you think it sometimes.
Okay. Okay. So okay. Let's try this. Let's try this. Let's try doing that to my axe.
Yeah,
for it.
yeah, hit me.
Don't hit
No,
Tombstone though. Don't
I
hit
need to test
Tombstone.
my axe resistance too.
Lord have mercy.
I was
Tombstone, I
kidding.
think your axe resistance is the same as all of us. Not good.
Okay, you know what? Do not.
Defense.
So I walked over there, and I grabbed my axe up off of where I stuck it in the ground to, talk to you. And I pick it up and I go, okay, same thing. Magic this way. Magic this way. Magic into the weapon.
Okay.
Here, how about this? Imagine.
Hold on.
Imagine I'm one of those shadow things you talked about earlier.
I'm scared now.
Let me.
As he pulls out a dagger, kind of flips it, and then jumps and lunges toward Faylen.
Oh, just dive in front of them.
As they collide midair and kind of stumble to the ground. You were supposed to hit me!
I think I got this one, Carter. So,
Oh,
Thunar,
yeah.
okay. You've done this before. You've done it in battle, and you've done it usually whenever you felt like you had to attack somebody. Okay, right? Because somebody was trying to hurt you or somebody else, right? Okay. I'm gonna take my hand. I'm gonna wave it over myself as I'm gonna kind of like I'll glow for a second as I cast mirror image on myself. Makes it hard for him to hit me. So
He's
all right,
getting
Thunar.
ready to get blasted.
You have to hit me now, okay?
Why don't I hit you?
You
would
hit
die.
me or I hit you, and I'm not gonna die. Don't worry. You see that magic that I just did? It means you can't hurt me right now. All right, hey, you need a little bit of it just kind of like blink, like the kind of like flashes. All right,
Okay.
you could think, all right, but here's the thing though. I think you might need a dire circumstance. So you might not be able to hurt me, but I can hurt you, and I start hurling fire bolts at him.
Oh my
Now,
god.
I'm not actually trying to hit him, but I'm throwing them like right by Thunar, so I'm trying to make it feel like a combat situation. So the firebolt that I threw at Tombstone, I throw it right by your head.
Roll
basically.
to hit.
I'm not actually trying to hit him with it.
Oh, I know.
Trying to make it. Okay.
Still have to aim for not hitting him though.
Yeah, you're right. 27.
Yep, that. So you just like
I don't think
right
this
by
is
his
going to
head.
I don't think this is going to work.
Just his dude are just standing there. It's like shoo shoo shoo.
Yeah.
Come on, Thunar. This is training. This is what training is. We have to fight each other.
But you have not hit me.
I will try to hit Thunar this time.
Oh boy.
Yes. Fire.
15.
Can I see his face that he's about to hit me and
Does a
try to
15
dodge?
hit?
Can I? No, because I'm sure you made a change in facial expression perhaps when you.
Oh
actually
yeah,
were about to hit me?
I turned much more serious.
Yeah, as that was during my turn because I said something and he made the facial expression. Could I have taken the dodge action?
Sure, it puts him at disadvantage, but 15 doesn't hit anyway.
Yeah, my low would have been a 13. So.
Oh,
So
you
he
still hit my
misses.
armor. Or you hit my armor or whatever.
Okay, yes, yeah. So I hit you, but it glances off of you.
Yeah.
Well, that wasn't very nice. I don't want to attack you, Phelan. Okay,
This
how
is
about,
training.
Okay, well,
This is gonna train both of us. I have to learn how to dodge. You have to learn how to hit with magic.
Oh, you
So,
want to learn how to dodge? Oh, why didn't you just say so? Axe is swinging down beside you, like really, really too close.
all right.
I'm assuming you're taking the dodge action. Good luck.
Oh,
with
I
that.
already threw the firebolt at you. So,
Uh-oh.
but you have to roll a d20 to see if you even hit me first.
Right beside you. How's the 25?
You do not hit me. Your axe hits me, but
Oh,
then I kind
oh.
of step to the side, huh?
25 was to hit, and then Then do I have to roll separate for mirror image?
No, your false. Let me see what. Let me double check what
I
the.
thought it was separate.
You have to roll d20 first to determine whether the attack hits me.
Oh, that was my attack damage. Let me roll d20.
Here it was an 18 on the die.
Sure.
Okay, so that means you won't hit me. You'll hit one of the fake duplicates that's in my place. So
Okay.
you'll hit me, and I'm gonna jump back, and I look completely unscathed.
I'll try to hit you. Let me roll the d20 for the mirror image.
I'll tell you, you won't be able to hurt me or do anything unless you use your magic, Thunar.
15. Oh, I gotta use my magic. Okay, next turn.
I was like, remember, I'm Zahn. I'm one of the people we fought.
Oops, that didn't hit.
Yeah, does not hit.
It was a 1.
Does not hit. So I dodged that one, and
Okay.
Karu will
Okay.
see this fighting going on, and just kind of sigh as he gets back up off the ground. And then, as I guess, while Thunar and Faylen are just kind of going at it, trying to get Thunar to activate his magic, everyone else will hear Mara from the castle just call out, and it's like, Karu, there's some updates. And he kind of gets up, kind of wipes his brow, and is like, all right. And he kind of looks around. Everyone, come on, let's go.
We gotta go.
It's like, yeah, Mara's got some updates for us on the whole, council situation.
fair enough.
I look over at Garu. I look over at everybody else leaving. Say, all right, I'll go, but not because you told me to. Because everybody else is leaving. It's boring in here. You're not my boss.
Whoa. Okay. We've used that storyline.
No, but I walk by. He's not your boss, but he sure is your tribe. And smack Tombstone on the back. It's not nowhere
What?
near very hard. It's just a very light tap because it's Phelan.
Oh, is that why he's wearing our insignia? Oh, I'll just like grab him real close, and he.
And Tombstone scrabbles and takes the insignia, puts it in his pocket.
How many more hit points are you down?
I am down 5 hit points.
As I grab you, as a friend, you get 5. Oh,
Tombstone looks embarrassed. Probably the first time you've seen him.
He's got red
acting
scales,
shy,
but you can still
at
tell he's
all.
blushing.
Yeah, that's my buddy. Tingly there. I didn't know what that was.
Anyways, as you go back in, kind of to the entrance area or the dining room, kind of large dining room table that y'all use so often, you'll all sit down, and then Mara will kind of go there, or kind of be there, talking with Julius. As Julius sees everyone goes in, gets a little pep in his step, and then goes back off to the kitchen. And then Mara will be like, okay, well, I have some updates. I talked to some people in the from Ninasara, and well, there's two big things that we need to discuss in terms of what's going on there. The first one is that I'll be able to get you to Ninasara if need be, but I can't get you back. I don't really have enough, I guess, magic in me to bring you, have a two-way trip. So if you do go there, if you do take me there, you're going to have to find your own way back. But more importantly, it seems as though the council has reached a very important decision regarding the task force. And that is that they've given Aegis permission to reform it.
What? Why would they do that?
it seems that Aegis was either able to convince them, or the lack of any sign from y'all yet was enough to convince them that, well, you're either dead or abandoned or deserted.
Phelan,
I'm gonna clench my
Faylen,
fist.
Briar,
Can we leave now?
Phelan,
Hmm.
Briar. I know you guys know this Aegis person, but this Aegis person does not know Thunar. Thunar is alive.
I know. We're all
Tombstone is
alive.
alive, surprisingly.
I'll look to Carter and Mara. How soon can we leave?
Mara be like, well, I can, like I said, I can get you there within the hour. But I won't have a way to get you back.
That's okay. I might be able to do that myself eventually.
We have a Faylen.
I may have recently unlocked the ability to teleport myself. Still working on it.
Yes, as she like looks over to like a chair that's been like kind of put off in the corner that's like slightly broken. I'm aware.
Yeah, sorry about that. So,
It's not my castle.
well,
Anyways,
then we need to get over. We need to get over there as soon as possible.
but yes, they gave him permission to form a new task force. I guess based off of his own choosing now.
So I'm a little bit lost here, I must confess. Why is that bad for us?
Because we can't trust Aegis right now.
Well, obviously we gotta, you know,
The problem is,
confront the guy about this, but the not being backed by the Ninasaran government, is that gonna stop us from accomplishing our mission?
not necessarily, but it could hinder us in some aspects. But yes, Dunar.
We should not bring the shard.
No, the shard stays with Mara. But
Good. Also,
the thing, the
oh, I'm sorry.
no, you continue, Dunar.
Tombstone was right when he wanted to stab Aegis that one time.
Well, yes. We can't trust
Sometimes
Aegis.
my nose is point.
We can't trust Aegis at this point. But here's the biggest thing to worry about. It's not necessarily the fact that we lose our support. It's that a group gains support from the Ninasaran government, one of the powerful nations at the moment, and it's a group that will be completely of Aegis's choosing. And if we can't trust Aegis right now, no, we probably can't trust whatever group he puts together.
He might not can trust Aegis, but we sure can trust eggs.
Julius
Sure
from,
thing,
from
Ichi.
the kitchen. Did somebody say eggs? I can cook eggs.
Thank you, Julius. I'd really
I
appreciate
prefer
that.
my eggs raw.
I would.
Coming right up.
I prefer mine not raw.
Yes, Master Eitri.
Alright, we can go. I'm all about putting on a show and intimidating some folks, but I highly doubt whatever decision was made is gonna be overturned.
Well then, get ready. I'll give you some time to get ready, and I'll be ready to get you there.
One small question. This transportation method you mentioned,
Yes.
what is it exactly? In no
It's
unspecific,
It's
unsimple
a
terms.
horse-drawn cart.
Horses? Oh, I could do horses. Yeah, horses is fine.
And she's like,
no,
as Mara kind of raises her hand.
Mara's giving.
Yeah,
Thumar's
Mara.
giving Mara this look.
Explicit, yeah.
Uh,
With no uncertain terms.
she
How
looks-
are we getting to Ninasara?
she looks at Thunar like kind of recoiling a bit. Looks back at Karu. Karu just. Yes, it'll be a horse-drawn cart.
Oh. Whew. For a second there, I thought we were gonna teleport. My God.
Mara opens her mouth. Karu, go ahead and go get your things real quick.
Yeah, I'll make sure
Get
to pack
everything's
some
ready.
provisions for the long journey. It's gonna be a while.
Indeed. As he walks away, Mara just like, what? We're telling. As Kari just starts explaining the situation to her. All right. So, anything you want to do in Old Reach before y'all head out, or anything y'all want to specifically do in preparation Now is the time to do it.
Eat my eggs.
Ah, yes, yes. At this point, Julius would come out holding like a tray. He puts it down, gets like a plate of eggs, puts it in front of Eitri, gets a bowl and like 3 eggs, and just like very delicately, but like uh, kind of jerkily cracks 3 eggs into the bowl, and then puts it in front of Tombstone.
Oh, you didn't have to do that. You did a ton of extra work there, Julius. You see, the shell contains the most nutrients in the egg. Lots of good calcium in there.
Julius looks at the shells, crunches it in his hand, and like sprinkles it inside.
Oh, beautiful. Just like my ma used to make. Starts stirring, like eats it like cereal, and just like crunch, crunch, crunch on the
Oh
shell.
God.
Eitri has like his hand over his mouth, like he's about to like get like queasy or puke.
Tombstone will look over to Eitri and like,
I'm-
how do you
I'm-
think these
I'm sorry,
talons are all so
Mas-
sharp?
I'm sorry, Master Eitri. Is it to your liking?
Oh yes, the ones you gave me are perfectly fine, but I'm just abhorred by how Tombstone is choosing to eat his.
Could I speak with Mara?
Sure.
And I mean, Carter's there too. That's fine, but like,
Yeah.
but specifically, what's been going on in Ninasara since we were last here, there, all of it?
Well, politically everything's pretty much standard. The task force, and that has become somewhat of a hot topic. But it was quickly overshadowed by some news and some postulations from the Highland Empire that were kind of overshadowed any talks. And honestly, I think that's why that's why this resolution was passed, was because I mean it wasn't given enough attention that it should have. But ultimately, in terms of regulations to y'all, after after news came to Ninasara about the Emperor's death and y'all's potential involvement in it, um, all the last our sources said was that y'all were seen in a prison near the in the Highland Empire, and well, Aegis then took that line of thought and said, well, they were most likely captured and executed. Um, I knew that y'all were not responsible for it. I believed y'all were not responsible for it, so I brought up counterpoints, and well, it was mainly just me versus him, his word against mine. But like I said, other news kind of pushed that to the back burner, so to say.
What news pushed it to the back?
News from Highland Empire. There's a lot of, I mean, as you can expect, an empire whose emperor was just suddenly killed caused a lot of political turbulence.
Fair enough. Fair
And
enough.
so a lot of things coming from there. Ninasara once again trying to see where they can help. But it was kind of put on the back burner until well, Aegis then came and asked about the future of it. And then after some deliberation, it was proposed that it could be reformed with new people. I was very quick to speak against it, but, well, after some deliberation and a vote from the council, it passed. And that happened just this morning.
Seems that Aegis is pretty set on changing this group. Do you think he suspects that we don't trust him right now?
I'm not sure, because, well, if he assumes that I am now in contact with you, then he might jump to that conclusion. But if he truly thinks that y'all are gone, then there's no way to know.
Why did he not reach out? He showed up on a boat, took a shard. Oh, can't call. I mean, can't reach out.
She just shrugs. I don't know.
Could I
Aegis.
could I roll like a history check or something to see if like this feels like something that Aegis would do? Like, would he have waited longer? Would he
Yeah,
have
you can roll
normally
it.
like uh 14?
14. So
No, 15. Sorry, 15.
15. So it's it's never been like out of character for Aegis to do, sort of cold logic like that, and be able to kind of like recognize, not have false hope, not play into false hope. So you could like understand him wanting to, or like accepting like, okay, yeah, they probably were killed and executed, and so we need to just keep moving on. But the fact that he didn't really reach out, and the fact that he like almost, from your opinion, didn't even try, is out of character for him.
Okay.
Oh no.
From everything I know of Aegis, something feels off. So he's too quick to just believe we're dead
Yeah.
or that we
Has he
didn't
no
work out.
faith in his former students?
Well, I don't know, but is the logic sound? Yes, I think that's something Legos would do, but I think that it's still too soon. I think that he didn't put forth the efforts he normally would have. So I don't know. Regardless, we need to get there as soon as possible. So, could you by any chance, Mara, provide us with some sort of a writ or anything that when we get there we can use it to make sure that we don't get barred entrance from anywhere or anything like that? We really don't need anything hindering us getting to speak with those in charge.
I mean, I can escort you in. I'll be
Yeah, wait, yeah.
tele-
If you mean
I'll,
if you
I'll
can,
be
yeah.
I'll be traveling with you. So.
Sorry, what was that?
Oh, I said I will be traveling with you.
There's no music again.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear it. I just have to have it. You have to turn it up really high.
Very
Yeah,
quiet.
Sorry, I have it set. I'll put it like at a third instead of like a quarter. Okay. Anyways. Yes, I'll be traveling with you, so I'll be able to get you inside the building.
Okay. Well then, unless there's anything else that stands on your mind as what's been going on or something we should be aware of, then I'm good and I'm ready to go whenever.
Okay, well, I'll give you time.
Let's everyone meet close together where we would where the cart is. Where the cart's going to come
Yeah,
pick us up.
outside, right?
Yep. I say we all go.
We all may
stand-
need to meet and muster up in here first and get all of our make sure we get a count of everybody, a head count and everybody's things all together in the room.
You don't want okay. We'll head count.
It would be easier to do it
Seems rather specific.
It'd just be easier to do it inside rather than it would be outside and other people out in the streets.
We are all here.
There's not that many people here. I'm pretty sure I recognize Faylen, Briar, Eitri, Thudar, Avil. Like all the people. It's like there's not that many of us. I thought we were trying to get this show on the road. It's a long journey over to the Ninasara, country, right? Yeah.
I just stopped listening. I just stopped listening and walk out and go to get my stuff.
I'm not really familiar with geography except for where that one mountain range is, but
I just pat Tombstone on the shoulder and then walk out to go get my stuff.
Good. I'm gonna go get my Albert from the attic. So be back in like 5.
Yep.
All right. Anything else anyone else wants to do? All right. Sounds good. Okay. So everyone can meet up outside, kind of near the cart or the stables.
Yep. So, is everyone gathered around?
No.
Is everyone like legit there?
Yeah, everyone can be there.
Bar is ready.
Yep.
Okay. So, are we within range of this, or like is everyone in a tight circle, or are we just kind of spread out?
I mean,
Where
I would
did Nate
assume.
go?
What?
Where'd Nate go?
He's on the phone with Japan.
Oh.
Ha.
Yeah, and so then.
Everyone within like.
I would
the
say,
right range?
I mean, like for the range of the spell, yeah, everyone can be inside of it. It's like a
Well, I had something funny. If they were
What would you want to do?
okay, I was gonna say. Oh, everybody! I want to try to bless you all with my magic. Come close. Come close. Come close. All right.
All right.
I just wink at Mara. Okay.
She's kind of like walking out, like, why are we doing this?
Okay.
She walks in.
Start.
Well, is everyone ready?
I'm really curious where the horses are.
Yes, everything's coming. But before they get here, I want to bless us. I cannot bless the horse.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna. I'm behind Tombstone, so if Tombstone's paying attention to doing or whatever. I'm just gonna motion for Mara to like go ahead and
Dude,
get
I
her
didn't
stuff
know
going
you were
out
like
of view.
a holy man, the speaker. Say some words.
She kind of
Oh,
like
Bless our travels.
she pulls out like a small, kind of like a key ring out of like one of her bags.
Hold on. I have to roll doing our roll of performance check to see if I'm like actually interested in what you're doing right now.
Let me aid it by the talk. It's a
I say you can roll
19.
at advantage because everybody else is like buying in.
It's at a 19 currently. Yeah, 19.
With advantage in 19.
And so
yeah.
he says,
Tombstone's like eyes glued on you right
so
now.
like, well, my friends who I've known for a little over, I don't know, a little under a year, perhaps. You see, some of you especially, far under a year, you're very new, but we love to have you here. This is, as you put it best, I think, a tribe, kind of. It's my tribe. You apparently have tribes too, I hear. So it's your tribe. It's my tribe. It's your what do you have? Faylen, what do you have?
I'd consider it a tribe.
A tribe. Okay.
You know, a tribe
Your-
clan,
it's
something
a
like that.
group. We are all great friends, and I will bless us all with magic here. With you see a circle, and we will all get healed before the journey. Okay.
And so Mara, like during that speech, kind of like pulls out like a ring of like different discs of like different etchings on them, and she's flipping through, pulls one out, kind of unchains it, and as he's saying that, she kind of puts it on the ground, like
I feel
Eyes
better
it.
already.
kind of eyeballs it, puts it on the ground in front of her as it begins to glow, and the same like kind of etchings and pattern on that disc begins to like slowly kind of creep up around the ground around her, like around the
Well,
disc.
Thunar, this is really impressive. I didn't know you could do all that.
Well,
I
so
thought
much-
we were
so much-
struggling the other day.
Oh, well, you inspired me, Tombstone.
I do
She's
tend
kinda-
to have that effect on people.
And she said, "I still don't understand why we're doing this." Until until kind of as it grows, it's to the apex of its brightness, it quickly like kind of begins to collapse in on itself into the disc.
I'm sorry.
And when it does so,
Says, "I'm
as it
sorry."
collapses, everyone winks out.
As it rises to the top and starts to collapse, I say, I'm sorry.
Tombstone sees the I'm sorry, sees what's happening, connects the dots, and goes, "You!"
as as bystanders would just hear, "Yeah," as it winks out.
Genius, doing our genius.
Until finally, you all kind of sit back down, or kind of plop back down on your feet, in one of the transportation circles, in the transportation hub in Ninasara. So, if you want to make a con save, go right ahead.
Oh yeah. Tombstone just like locks eyes with Thunar and like projectile vomits straight at him. You charlatan, fiend of a man.
I'm sorry, Tombstone.
I'd like to. I'm
Marvel-
gonna
believe you've
firebolt
done
and
this.
control flames, burn up the vomit off the ground. Trying to keep it
Clean
from
it up.
being there. It's just nasty and Yes, Tombstone. We know that you and teleportation don't work very well. The problem is we don't
Horse
have
and
time
cart.
for weeks.
You said, or I ought to flay you from your bones for this injustice.
Unar currently looks like the image sent in haha funny at you.
It's just sad.
He's so
So
sad. He's like, oh.
Mara will kind of go pick up the kind of metal disc with etchings in it on the ground, add it back to her ring. It's like, Tombstone, you want to add the one scared of teleportation to your list of titles?
I'm not scared of anything. Mm. Nope. It just is rather a.
Can I try lesser?
Pardon me.
Can I try lesser
Tombstone
restoration
walks
on
out
him?
the door.
Can I, wait, no. As he's going out the door, can I try lesser restoration on him?
Sure.
Okay,
What does
does that work? Does he
What
feel
does
better?
it do?
I don't know.
It heals like minor curses and stuff like that.
End either one disease. Air travel or or teleportation sickness.
Teleportation sickness.
Teleportation sickness.
So I touch him on the back as he's like, throwing up, like, as you do, like you pat your friend on the back, and I lesser restoration him.
Thanks, Thunar. I mean, frick you, Thunar, you son of a dragon.
I'm gonna walk by.
Hey,
See, Thunar? I'm out.
son of a dragon.
I'll walk by.
Mm.
Nice magic, Thunar.
I must have accidentally. No, I didn't.
I'm gonna walk on the phone and I'm like,
Tombstone.
you did.
Tombstone
That was
walks
that
back
was a
into the
spell.
room. He squints. He squints at Mara. He's like, "This is your doing, eh?" I knew Thunar was not capable of something like this. This was all you.
Hey,
And she
it
just
could be.
puts the ring back in one of her pouches.
Yeah, that's
I
what I
wanted to.
thought. I just want to let you know, I'm no longer cheering for your romance with Garu. And Tombstone walks away.
Romance. Car, who was like kind of sitting on the edge of the room, just kind of coughs to himself as they turn.
I'm gonna laugh and be like, this guy, man, he's
What do you
totally on
mean?
the money with that, and then just
What do
continue
you mean
walking
I
out towards
cannot
the main
teleport?
building.
What do you mean I would never be able to teleport, Tombstone? Surely I can. I'm Thunar.
Thunar.
Dude, that's magic. Right, Faylen? I can teleport
Different
one day.
people have different skills.
I look
I
at
myself, I swing stick real good. Thunar, you're strong, and also you make people feel better. But teleportation, that seems like more of Phelan's area of expertise.
Wow.
And
So
curses to
you-
his kind for that.
I'll come over to Dunar. Unfortunately, Tombstone is correct. There are certain branches of magic that not everyone can access. Doesn't mean you're
Okay.
not strong in magic, just means that that sort of magic is not one that you're able to get to. But that's okay. Here's something that's good. You know how you can heal people? I can't heal people. That's a branch of magic only you have access to.
Okay.
But anyways,
I'll show you.
Don't worry, Thunar. I like you better because you can't teleport. That's
Well,
a plus.
Mara, sure that
What if I promise to never
we-
teleport you?
Yes, we can head to the council building.
After this, I don't know if I believe you, Thunar.
Stop.
So
Oh, you're breaking my heart.
Gentlemen, we'll have time later to argue about how much we trust each other and love each other and how much we hate teleporting or not. But right now, we do have to go
Don't say
convince
the L
them we're
word
not
around
dead.
me, Phelan. Don't you even put that in my mouth.
Okay. We need to go convince them we're not dead. So let's do that before
Oh
we do
yeah,
anything else.
let's go smack some people upside the head.
No, we will not smack anyone. Ninasara is still a very powerful government. We're gonna go show them we're alive. It's kind of hard to deny when we're standing.
yes.
Just a light smacking.
Mm-mm.
A half smack.
Unless you
Half
go to jail for
smacking.
the rest of your life.
I know. I have
A what?
a concern.
What is
Concern.
it, Donar?
Earlier you stated, oh, they might be worried that we were no longer loyal and that we were loyal to that guy who got kicked off of being our leader, right? Karu, yeah. So maybe
No, she never said that.
I think
I
she
think
did.
it was hypothesized by someone in the party. I
It
forget
was
who.
hypothesized.
Yeah, no, she never said that to us. She said that it was either that we had either died or that we had abandoned the quest or we had something had happened.
Well, I don't know. I thought maybe perhaps we pretend we don't know him.
Don't know me?
Karu?
Well, no, just to get back into the good graces. I will always be loyal to you. Don't ever repeat that I said that.
They can. I'm gonna stand with friends. I will not cowardly approach them and act like I'm not gonna follow Karu when he's the only one here. So him and Mar are the only ones so far sticking up for us. So no, I won't pretend that I don't know Karu.
Okay,
But
that's a better
it is
idea.
but it's a very fair thought. I'm glad that
If
you made it
If
mention.
you think it'll help, I can stay behind.
No. Let's go show you off. You're so cool. Come on.
I mean, if you think it'll help, because I feel like smacking something, I'll stay behind.
I feel even worse about you not being around us.
What do you mean?
Tombstone, the mischief you get to on your own would be enough to get us all in trouble.
But nobody knows I'm part of the task force.
I'm gonna point around. We're in a teleportation hub, right? So there's people everywhere.
Yeah,
right?
there's people like.
I'm gonna
watching.
like. Everybody here saw you show up with this. This place is monitored pretty regularly,
And?
so they know you came here with us.
But I was never appointed part of the task force.
True, but you came here with us, so that associates you with us. Either way, we need the whole party together.
Faylen, I'm just trying to be fully transparent here. I don't know if I can walk into a stuffy old courtroom and not punch something.
Well, you know what? If you need to punch something, then when we get
And
out
I
of it,
don't have the greatest track record of walking into castles or king's rooms
Tombstone.
and not doing something stupid.
Tombstone, if you need to punch something, you can punch me.
Wait.
You gonna slug him?
Tombstone.
No hesitation, Tombstone turns around and slugs Karu in the chin. like from the bottom, like uppercut, just like
Yeah,
Superman punch. I assume he's not gonna dodge because if
No,
he
he's
dodges,
not.
it'll make me even more angry. Yeah, I'm just gonna. That'll be like 2 points of damage because I have a strength of +1.
So he takes a hit. I'm glad you took up the offer so quickly.
I feel much better. I can guarantee at least 30 minutes of punch-free activity.
You could punch me next. I made you teleport.
Tombstone looks at you, gets ready to cock back. He doesn't see anybody telling him to stop, so he punches Thunar too.
I thought you were good for 30 minutes.
Well, now it's an hour.
Just keep stacking.
Tombstone, by that logic, couldn't you just punch yourself repeatedly and then be good for like days and days?
You see, taking damage restores my violent tendencies.
Oh, never mind.
Yep.
And this is also a special circumstance in which I realize we're not supposed to get into trouble, and I was just trying to see what I could get out of it.
Oh. You used me.
All right. Well, let's head to this. Let's head to the council building.
do it. Stride forward with gusto.
And so y'all walk through. It's familiar to everyone except Tombstone. This is the first time Tombstone's been in Ninasara. But the transportation hub, think of it as like a train station, but instead of like trains coming in and like stopping and picking people up, it's just like these teleportation kind of like patterns on the ground that now are very reminiscent to the sort of sigils that you saw from the tribal lands. But those would like groups of people would go in, teleport out, and other people would another group of people would teleport in, and they all leave. and walk around. And as you leave, you saw one like the where you come from, and it's just kind of like labeled like remote travel essentially. So like anyone from anywhere who like has the same disc that Mara has can just teleport into there. But you see other signs, like one going to like other cities in Ninasara, others going into like Browmark or Highland Empire, or some of the other nations within the world. And so it's just kind of this hub of transportation. And as you walk out, you kind of go upon the familiar scene of the Ninasaran capital of Zetsu. And here it is very, very lush. A lot of, think of it as like if like Central Park was like an entire city. So it's kind of like very, very lush with a lot of trees, but also a lot of stone buildings and a lot of other different and kind of off in the distance you see a really large building that has a lot of people kind of coming in and out, and that would be the council building as you start heading that direction. And as you approach it, you get to the council building, and they see, or Mara kind of leads the way in, and after talking a little bit with the guards, they let you in, and you are now inside the council building.
Woo-hoo.
I went to get Sour Patch Kids.
Nice.
Ooh.
No, I had a phone call from Japan. Sorry.
No, you're good. No worries there. I'd much rather you get a phone call from Japan than sit here
I can't
and play
wait
pretend.
to see your phone call from Japan.
Oh!
How many minutes does that cost?
Internet phone.
Oh, good.
Anyways, and so, yeah, so you all get there, and then Morrow turned to the party. Well, how do you want to do this? Just want to storm right up, or make an appointment?
I think that since they've already decided that we're dead or gone, we should just go ahead and storm.
I like making an entrance.
I would rather not try to wait and have to wade through the semantics of their politics, which I already don't trust.
All right, well, if you want the air of drama and dramatic entrance, then go right ahead. I'll do my best to control the flames from here.
Thank you. Is there like a receptionist or something?
Yeah, there's like a receptionist desk area.
I'll go stop and I'd like to stop by there real quick before.
Yeah.
Is there something the High Council is doing right now?
And the receptionist just kind of like keeps like writing and like checks a garnet, like a kind of like a big garnet gemstone, and like keeps writing.
Excuse me.
Oh, kind of like fiddles with the garnet a little bit. Yes.
I sorry. Is there something that is the High Council doing anything at the moment?
At the moment,
Are they meeting?
She kind of like goes and like flips a couple pages. Well, right now they have a meeting with some of the ambassadors from Raidan, and then well, it doesn't seem like they're free for the rest of the day. I'm sorry.
You said sorry. You said right on.
Yes.
Out of character. Rhydon's the Dragonborns, right?
So I kind of wrote myself in a corner there. They're not really Dragonborn. They're just a different nation at this point.
Okay. The Dragonborns had just been from there too.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Never mind. I just making sure that we weren't gonna walk into something and get ourselves in trouble because we just had a fight with them.
However, what is the nature of the appointment you're trying to make?
Oh, yeah, we don't have time to make an appointment, so we're just gonna go in and speak with them real quick.
I must insist that
I'll go ahead and let you know they think we're dead, so I'm kind of in a rush to make sure that they know that we're not. You see, we're the task force that got sent to the Jaded Wilds now.
the
if you'll-
task force.
Yes, so if you'll excuse me, please, I'd like to go show them my living face.
And she like kind of flips through the schedule a little bit more. Well, you see, tomorrow they're having a meeting about the task force, the new one. So if you like to wait until then?
No. Can I walk in the door?
I'm sorry. I'll turn to the rest of the group. Do we think we should wait till tomorrow? I'm including Mara in this as well.
I'm good.
Depends on how dramatic you want your entrance to be.
I'm fine without the dramatics necessarily, but
I'm not. I want the dramatics.
very well. I'll turn to her. That won't work. Thank you for the information, though, and walk to the door with Dunar.
And she like goes and like kind of takes two things, picks up another garnet stone, and starts kind of fiddling with it as you walk away.
I'll be like, yes, let them know that we're coming.
And so you kind of start making your way. Obviously, it's not like the receptionist and then like the council. It's like the receptionist and then you have to like go through a little bit of the building to the council building, or to the council room rather. And as you start walking, as you start walking, you kind of go through and you're into like one of like the I would say the first quote unquote barrier between like the common air, like the common just where everyone can wander around, and the council room. And there are two guards sitting there, right? And upon seeing you, one of them kind of like gets the attention of the other and kind of like stands up a little bit upright and like kind of puts his fist down. And one of them's a kind of very tall elven guard, and the other one is about 5'10", has some brown hair, and under his armor, like they're just wearing like leather straps under his arm. You can see just like a brown and purple tunic. And as you kind of slowly walk up to them, one of the guards like, "Excuse me, we were told to not let you go any further."
And I was told I was dead. Goodbye. And I'll just continue.
And like he like goes to like kind of like block off your
Is he
movement
bigger
with
than me?
the. I mean, he's not height wise. Like he's big, but he's like not. He's probably like about 6'4". And so he tries to move his axe to like block your entrance. And he kind of like looks at the other guard and kind of like gestures him to move his axe as well to like make like the the stereotypical axe crossing. And he kind of like gestures again. And the guard just kind of shrugs, opens the door, and kind of swings it open to let them in.
I like
What?
this guy.
What?
Hey,
And,
why did you do? Why did he do that?
I'll nod to that one.
and as you kind of walk past the door, he like starts going over and chastising the other guard beside him.
Anything
So-
of note? Do we know this person that just let us in?
No, you don't. Never seen him before in your life.
Must be a fan.
Okay. Fanboy. Okay. All right. Well, anyway, so I keep on walking in.
Oh yeah, we're walking in.
All right. And so as you kind of keep going, you kind of get to like now like these are the doors to the council room. As a couple of guards are kind of sitting there, and they kind of see you and kind of like shuffle up as they see people coming.
Like, walk up. We have urgent business. Let us through.
They're in the council is currently within a meeting, a very important ambassador meeting right now.
And yes, we have a matter of life and death. Now, step aside.
They kind of look at each other. What is this matter concerning?
The task force that was sent to the Jaded Wilds.
Yes. There's a selection meeting happening tomorrow.
And I pull out my badge from. We are the original task force. Step aside.
And they kind of look at it, kind of squint, like, is that a Zetsu Coalition badge? Kind of eye it a little more until Karu kind of like walks from the back of the group. Let us in. And here they see and recognize Karu, and they kind of look at each other. And what if we don't?
What do you think how do you not think that the people who have survived the Jaded Wilds, the tribal lands, for months are incapable of protecting themselves or getting into this room should you not let us?
You think I'm
Just an observation.
think I'm gonna trust a bunch of Emperor killers into a room of our leaders?
We work for the High Council. I would just like to make sure that they don't forget about us.
The other guard would kind of like look past you. Ah, yes, thank you. Come round up these miscreants. As the same guard from before kind of walks up, kind of squeezes his way past everyone, kind of just grabs the door, opens it, and just kind of swings it open. As you hear deliberations between the council inside, like they're talking, and then like as the door swings open, they like suddenly cut off. As you see, kind of looking inside the room, you see the council above, kind of sitting where they were before, and they're kind of elevated seating. And in the center, you see two people, one with like bright blue skin, another one with bright red skin.
Faylen,
Okay,
nice.
Kara, would you like to lead us?
And Kara just gestures forward.
Yes, Nora. Do not.
Be nice, Faylen.
I'm sorry. I will. I'll try. I'll go ahead and walk in with everybody.
All right. No. I'm trying to find a better song than just that. Anyways, so you walk in, and you see the council kind of looking, or you see the two ambassadors kind of looking at you, like kind of incredulously, like, what are you doing? Like, why? Like, this is like, don't you know how important this is? As the council again just kind of looks at you very glaringly, until as you kind of slowly walk in, they kind of recognize a little bit, and you see some whispers and like muttering from the council above themselves as you walk to the center of this room.
I'll turn to the two ambassadors as we come in. So sorry to interrupt your conversation. It's very urgent that we speak with the High Council. But we'll be out of your hair.
And do you know the urgency of this meeting?
I do not. But I will be out of your hair as soon as we communicate with them.
Well, we've been waiting on this meeting for 6 months. I'm afraid you're the one who will have to wait.
How much longer?
Difficult to say. Depends on how.
Vein bulges in Tombstone's forehead.
Okay. Very sorry. We will stand right here, and you just continue.
Kind of like glares at you.
I'll
Well,
glare back.
as I was saying, it seems that the trade agreement that you've proposed between us two is not to our favor, and well, we've already given you our counter offer, and we are welcome to deliberate here as we continue this discussion. And some of the council members are still kind of like muttering to themselves as one of them kind of
I'm just giving them time for this to brew in their mind while they're in the middle of this meeting.
leans forward and kind of starts deliberating, kind of speaking of like taxes and imports and exports. Roll me perception though.
I just wanted to inform you that I rolled a natural 1 on a wisdom saving throw.
Oh no!
What does that
I
mean?
will.
You see 2 more veins bulge on Tombstone's forehead. You have about 6 seconds before Tombstone is about to do something incredibly stupid.
Well, okay.
Karu kind of
as I-
walks forward and nudges Tombstone.
I get down on one knee or whatever beside Tombstone, and I just point at my my bicep or like give me real good.
He just starts whacking, and like the two ambassadors are like, yes, we agreed that the import. As he kind of looks over and sees Tombstone just slamming his fist into Tunar.
As he's, I just give him this little like hand wave away, like yeah, continue.
Who are these barbarians?
Tombstone is fine now. He crosses his arms
You
again,
got a
and he just
19
like
on the perception.
glares in the back of the head
Yeah,
of the ambassador.
so-
Wait, what perception checks?
Yeah,
Yeah, I got a
I
19 on
asked
the
for some
perception.
perception checks if you'd
Sorry,
like.
my bad. I got a 25.
25. Yeah. So anyone who got like above a 10, kind of as you kind of are just kind of observing this conversation between the ambassadors and a few people of the council, you're looking and you notice one ambassador that you would recognize, kind of staring a little more intently at the party and specifically Karu.
One of the Rhydon ambassadors?
No, one of the council members, one of the Ninasaran council members.
Was this person on the council last time we were here?
Yes, I said. In fact, you will recognize this person on the council. In fact, you will recognize them as being named Haru. So Haru, Haru Yajishira.
Oh no,
Or his brother?
Dad.
This is his father. Yeah.
Oh yeah, his dad. Sorry, his dad.
That
No,
tracks.
we never met his
That
brother.
tracks.
That's cool. I hope he gets mad because I will defend Karu every single second.
Yeah, you need to. You need
I'll
to be calm,
fireball
buddy.
his dad before I
You need to
let him
calm
walk
down,
alone.
buddy.
I'm not going to. I'm just saying.
So they keep deliberating and talking. The Rhydon kind of trying to stand firm in what they believe is a more profitable deal with the Ninasaran Council, just not really biting too much. As it's been about another like 10 or so minutes as these deliberations have continued. And from the talks of it, it doesn't seem to be coming near a conclusion yet, as they are furious. Not furiously, like in the like kind of political kind of formal sense, furiously debating with rebuttal after rebuttal.
What's their argument?
It's mainly just like the Rhydon is trying to. There was a trade proposal given between Rhydon and Ninasara. The Rhydon didn't really like it that much, and so it kind of kept going up through the kind of levels of the government until finally it came to the council, where they sent some of their highest ambassadors to come and pretty much hash out this trade deal, because it's one of the more crucial. Like from talking, it's one of the more like kind of pivotal ones between the two, and like it would mean a lot of loss of export for the Rhydon if this trade deal was like canceled or not gone through. And so they're pretty much fighting for their lives for it.
Wait, what's gonna happen if they don't get the trade deal?
The Rhydon just loses a bunch of export.
Oh,
And why are they? So, and what's the problem with getting him? Why doesn't Ninasara want to do it?
They just like it does. They don't see it as profitable to themselves. Like they see it as a one-sided deal.
which is it? Is it profitable to them, or are they just being dumb?
I don't know. Roll a. I don't even. What role do you have to kind of analyze trade deals?
Intelligence.
Intelligence check, yeah.
Straight intelligence check, I guess.
What was
yeah,
that?
I mean,
Insight.
Insight, yeah, the insight maybe. Yeah.
dirty 20.
Your choice of an intelligence check or an insight check.
Dirty
what?
20.
Dirty 20. So kind of what you know about trade deals and economics, you don't super learned on it. But essentially what you get is that the Rhydon are trying to export something that they have in like great demand. And that is kind of like this special type of metal that comes from the what's it called? That comes from the land. In fact, they use that same type of metal as like for their currency. But the Ninasaran, like the Ninasara doesn't really have a use for it. Like sure they could, take it and use it maybe somewhere, but the need that they have for it doesn't really translate to like the amount that they'd be buying from Rhydon. And so they're trying to like lower it to like, okay, yeah, we don't need that much. We just need like maybe 10% of that. But then that greatly goes from, a lot to very little. And so the Rhydon are trying to say like, no, you can let's bump that number up a bit more.
What race are these people from Rhydon?
So they're not a D&D race. They're pretty much just like people with like bright blue skin and bright red skin and different other colors of skin.
So they're Eminem people.
Not filled with chocolate, but sure.
I imagine that
Dang it.
blue race from Star Wars, and I couldn't remember the name.
Oh yeah. I think
The
yeah,
Chiss?
the
Braun
Chiss.
is
Yeah,
one,
Felix.
Yeah, the
Chiss.
The
Chiss.
Chiss.
Yeah.
Chiss.
Grand
Their
Admiral
Chiss are only
Thrawn.
blue.
Yeah, Chiss are only blue. But I mean, think of like the same like kind of color, but with different like they could be blue, red, green.
Hmm.
Rhydon. Well, actually, I could just look at the map for that.
I couldn't find them on the map. Not gonna lie.
Oh, is
the
Rhydon
map.
not on the map?
Did I not name? Did I misname them again?
Probably.
Zydar?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, that was the old name, and then I liked the Rhydon better.
Okay,
And so
Rhydon is
I
Zydar.
named it that.
Rydaan? Question mark.
Yes, this is kind of comes from what I wrote for your campaign. Yes.
So Rhydon. Let's see. I'm trying to see. I'm just trying to think if there's. Okay, so Rhydon and Ninasara are right next to each other and between the tribal lands. I don't know much. I don't know enough about those areas. If it was like if Rhydon was between like Ninasara and the Jaded Wilds, it would totally be something like that we could totally speak on. Like, you know, we're working with the Jaded Wilds. They could
Did
like
we-
maybe offer something else in terms of like their services there.
Right.
Did we
I have
notice
nothing
the
to add for
shortage-
this
Did we
economic
notice
deal.
the
So
shortage of metal in the tribal lands?
Tombstone's foot starts tapping intensely on the ground.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
Seth, did we notice a lack of metal or metal shortage in the tribal lands?
Not really.
Okay.
I don't know if there's anything we can add to this economic deal. It's kind of hard.
Yeah.
I don't want to wait till tomorrow, but maybe we should have.
Tombstone
hindsight, perhaps-
leans over to Phelan. Phelan. Phelan,
Yes, Tombstone.
you've gotta take the lead on these diplomatic situations.
Well, it seemed that nobody wanted to interrupt them, so
Could you kindly tell these ambassadors
Finally,
to
sorry, continue.
piss off?
After about 30 minutes from when y'all first came in, there's been like no progress made in the deliberations until one of the council members who kind of muttered against each other when y'all walked in and just kind of has remained quiet, kind of like positions himself to speak and like raises his hand to stop the other one. I believe that this discussion is not benefiting anyone anymore. We will consider our options. We will draft a rebuttal trade deal, and we will allow you to do the same. We can move our schedule to allow you to have another meeting tomorrow, if that so pleases you. And two ambassadors kind of look at each other and glare at the party.
I glare right back.
Of course, yes, we can do so. And they kind of nod as they walk away. As they walk out, as the same guard from before kind of opens the door for them, they come through, and then he closes it promptly.
That guard either hates them or loves us.
And then, like, the second the door closes, what is the meaning of this?
Oh, I don't know. Aren't you glad to see
Dunor
that we're not
laughs at
dead?
the question. Dunor laughs at the question.
Oh, to the middle. You seem awfully upset to find your task force that you sent out miraculously not dead. Quite an odd reaction, I would think, but
Well, we're just as shocked to find a bunch of people who, for all intents and purposes, have killed the Emperor of the Highland Empire within our chambers.
again, grossly misstated facts. Not a thing that happened.
You
We are
say
not responsible for
you
killing
say
the Emperor.
again as if we've heard anything else.
But you
That's
didn't
fine.
exactly reach out. Is
Let's
Aegis
see.
in the room?
No.
Oh.
How are we expected to reach out to a party within Highland custody?
We have not been in Highland custody for much. We were not in Highland custody for more than
2
a
hours.
day or two at most.
Well, we simply received reports from your leader. who should be arriving very soon.
Mm.
Mm.
Yeah, he did
Yes.
not check in on us either.
Yes, I find it quite odd that Aegis did not ever reach out to us or attempt to in any capacity.
And he's kind of like.
I'm wondering,
look at each
was
other.
that by your orders or on his own accord?
No, we did not order any cutoff of communication. We simply, well, he said that they were in custody, and, well, we didn't really want to associate too strongly with potential or accused killers of the Highland Emperor.
Don't these guys like hate Highland?
No, that's me.
I thought everybody hated Highland.
Not necessarily. Listen, we did not kill the Emperor. What we can tell you, though, is that this... Hold on. Backtrack for a quick second before it's anything else outside of character.
Mhm.
We did tell them about the entity and the shards and everything. They know about that, correct?
Lord no.
So, what last happened, the last time you talked to these guys was after the
don't
day of
wanna
the Red
tell
Sky.
them.
You gave your
After the
account
day of the
there,
Red Sky.
and you gave your account there, and you talked about pretty much what you've been doing in the Jaded Wilds up until then. After that, they sent you to go talk to Isha, because he wasn't there for that meeting, and he wasn't there for like any meetings recently, and so that was when you sent to go. That's when they sent you to go talk to Isha, and that's when you began to unravel the entire showdown with like the shadows and whatnot.
Okay.
And
I mean,
you
I'm not
haven't
going to
talked
mention
them
the
since.
shards.
You've mentioned the shards and the shadows to Aegis.
Yeah. So let me rephrase that then, because I got myself confused there. What has Aegis told you from the last time that we communicated with him?
Our last report of your doings from Aegis indicated that you were currently going through and investigating some undead that were remnants from the attack on Old Reach from Samuel Hillian.
I'll look to the others.
No.
That's not what we were doing.
Then what were you doing? Because we were
Doing
under the
what he's
understanding
doing
that
with-
you were protecting the Jaded Wilds, like you were supposed to.
Yes.
We've been on, well, the mission that we've gone to is spread from not just the Jaded Wilds, but all the countries, as far as we understand now.
Isha told us to.
Isha, didn't your report say that he was not well?
No.
Not well.
Well, yeah, in a sense. When we arrived to meet with Isha, we met with him for a moment, but, well,
They won't
it
get it.
just come out and said it wasn't Isha entirely.
Yes, yes.
The reason,
Aegis's report mentioned something like that,
yes, well,
and well, we began to investigate on our own, and well, they kind of look at each other. You were supposed to continue protecting Old Reach and the Jaded Wilds.
Uh-huh.
we
Where
did.
do you think the entity is operating?
They kind of shrug, like,
Everywhere.
Which includes the Jaded Wilds.
We returned to the Jaded Wilds after our encounter with Isha, where we first encountered this entity, as we've called it, which we have now since learned that it goes by the name Epsilon. We've-
Yes.
We've been following the reports of this, which led us to the Highland Empire, where we were following traces of it, and our investigations led us to the Emperor, who was in the same situation as Isha, which is under control by this entity. And well, unfortunately for the Emperor, is not anywhere near as powerful as Isha, and so has no ability to resist. So that's why the Emperor died. However, we indeed did not kill him.
So during this explanation, the door to the council room will kind of swing open, as Aegis will kind of walk in. Like you can tell he was kind of like very hurriedly getting there as he's kind of his older age, kind of breathing a little heavily. He's like, "Falling stars, you're alive!"
I'd like to turn around and very, very pointedly look at him. I want it to be very visible in my face how angry I am right now.
Why
But
did you
anyways,
just teleport here?
but I'll say, we are quite alive, Aegis. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to continue giving my report to the council.
Well, I assure you that
Your report seems to be a little bit different from the one that we gave you.
yes, and I do believe we should talk. We should converse before we continue any further.
Look up and down. Insight. Does he look genuine or does he just look like he's trying to save his back?
Yeah, roll inside.
That is a 23.
He seems genuine.
I'll turn back to them. Anyways. Looking to the council.
We have protected the Jaded Wilds. We have worked on protecting the Jaded Wilds. We have been places to protect the Jaded Wilds.
I'll take a deep breath.
That is all.
I apologize for our hastiness and for interrupting your current meeting. However, we felt it very urgent that we get in here and inform you immediately of that the assessment was wrong and that we were not dead. But perhaps we should have spoken with Aegis before we came in here. But however, I'm sure you can understand our need for urgency.
Yes,
little difficult.
You've given us much to discuss. As Aegis kind of like, come on, like nodding his head.
I'll kind of nod to the council and then turn and follow Aegis.
And he'll start to lead you all out of the
Is
out
this
of
a
the
spot
council
where
room.
I pee on the floor?
No.
And as he's
Alright, I thought I'd add.
as they leave and the door slams between them, it's kind of quiet. Roll me another perception.
18.
14.
18. It's not hard.
14.
I think everyone will see it. Yeah. Everyone will see it. Like you guys, you kind of like look around as everyone's leaving. You catch a glimpse of Karu, who is staring daggers at Aegis right now,
Yeah.
and you can tell he's holding himself back from either saying or doing something as you're walking through this hallway.
Oh, don't worry, I'm right there with him.
And as they're walking, he like kind of looks back. I see you kept the kobold with you.
Tombstone. That's his name.
Okay, well.
Don't worry, I don't like you either, Magic Man.
As he kind of looks over, finds a room to the side, opens it, ushers you all in. And then after everyone gets in there, closes the door. Now I can understand why you're angry at me. But please believe that I had a good reason.
I'm half cocked to throw a fireball at his face right now. But give me one good reason. Okay. This is not how you would normally act. All right.
Because the council is corrupt. It's compromised.
And you have proof of this?
Yes, it's what I've been working on while y'all have been off grabbing shards.
Well,
I obviously... Come with me. I'll take you to where I work, and I can show you.
really, it's like I don't know if I can trust him right now. I'm really torn right now. Nat 20.
Nat 20?
Mm-hmm.
So what exactly are you rolling insight against?
I don't know. I can't tell if he's trying to help us right now. Like he really wants to try to like, if we need him information, he's trying to help us, stay in light, or if he's just trying to get us a way to save his butt and like so that he can deal with us separately.
Yeah. So you're not. He's not trying to like. You don't get anything of him trying to like save his own skin. He's genuinely wanting to help you.
It goes against everything we've thought about so far because we know that bro wants the shards. I'll lower the firebolt, and
Thank you. So let's get to somewhere a little more secure. And I have a place, so don't worry. In fact, Faylen, it's nearby where you came from. So,
who's compromised in the council?
as far as we can tell, 3 of them on the council themselves are compromised. Representative Riken, Representative Talo, and Representative Maho are all compromised.
Compromised, like
Shadow creatures.
or
Yes.
compromised, like okay.
Shadowed, and kind of looks around again. I'm saying way too much here.
Fine. Let's go.
And as he opens the door and kind of walks through, and as he kind of walk back to the main entrance area, you'll see Mara there talking to some of the receptionists, kind of pointing the direction that y'all are coming from. And then she'll kind of look and see you guys and like look completely like shocked and bewildered with you, like, what?
Why?
Because she's seeing y'all walking with Aegis.
I just like
And as y'all go, Karu kind of break off and walk toward her, and you see them kind of start to talk. As
I'm not leaving without them. So
as Aegis kind of goes and stops, like once he realizes that not everyone's coming, he's like, what's the whole what are you doing?
I don't go anywhere without Karu and Mara on this.
And he kind of walks back. You see, I can't take him with us.
I don't care your past or whatever problems you have with him. Karu goes, or I don't. As of this moment, he's the one who's been sticking out for this group,
What,
and has
you
kept
don't
us
think
safe.
You don't think I've been keeping you safe?
I can't say that. I can't tell what's been going on because I've been stuck in the tribal lands, in the jaded wilds, away from home. And right now, the only one who's been there having our backs in there has been Karu. So,
Yes, and I appreciate him keeping you safe while you're out in the field, but I'm currently keeping you safe from the greater, higher, those who sit above you.
so why can't Karu go?
We have a history, one that will interfere with what we are trying to do.
So you think he can't keep it professional?
That's not what I'm worried about.
Again, Karu goes, or I don't.
I have no idea what you could possibly be worried about, dude.
Well, I know it's because they have complete disagreements, but it's also because whatever he's doing, wherever he's taking us, Karu is not going to agree with. At the very minimum, he's going to the same place.
Watch this. Hey,
At least
everyone,
the
come here.
same-
Karu, come here. Mhm.
So at this, yeah, Karu and Mara will walk up.
I look and I got them both right in front of me. I'm sure they're glaring at each other. And I just say, "Can we agree to no complaining and fighting while we go figure this out?
They kind of just glare at each other. Fine, Aegis says. I'll take him.
Perfect.
Now, can we please leave?
Sure.
By all means, let's go.
And so they'll make their way, and he'll walk back and begin walking to the transportation center from the council building.
Why are we going to the transportation center?
Because it's the fastest way to let's get to where we need to go.
Uh-oh.
I just remembered. I forgot to return my books at the library, so I gotta.
Fantastic.
The fine is gonna be huge.
There's a library where we're going.
The fines are gonna be huge if I don't return those books, and so
How much
Tombstone
effort does
starts
it
to-
take to knock him unconscious? Hello.
Oh, what would it take to knock
what
him
do you mean?
unconscious?
Yeah.
I don't know. What would it take you to knock you unconscious, Tombstone?
I mean, if we're going by the rules of D&D, I'd say 58 hit points,
Uh-huh,
but if you're going by the rules of knock Tombstone out so we can teleport him, I'll make a con save and see what happens.
Okay, make a con save, I guess. That'll be fun.
7. Conk.
He's going to kill me later. I'll just throw him over my shoulder. One of you better learn how to magically make him, sleep or something.
I'll point to Ikley, who's just like absent-mindedly there. Like she usually can, but I don't know where she's at. I don't know what's going on with her head today.
And so you get to the transportation center, and he kind of takes a turn down one of the places of like inside Ninasara, and he starts walking toward one of them. And I have to double check something to make sure I'm not stepping on any toes. I'll just ask. Josiah, did you name the city or the place where Faylen's from?
No, I don't think I ever gave the town a name.
Okay, cool, because I did.
Okay. Yeah, I don't think I think I left that intentionally, like, up to you.
Yeah, and so like one of those areas is called Sadai, and Faylen, you would recognize that as your hometown. And as you all kind of go in, you teleport again and come into a much smaller, but pretty much essentially the same type of building. And the second you finish teleporting, he just keeps walking as if nothing happened.
Balin is too frustrated and angry right now to be excited about being home right now, so he follows Aegis, muttering to himself.
So as he's walking, he'll like, okay, well, we should be safe. It's like a pretty empty sidewalk or walkway that you are walking down. It's like we should be safe from most ears here. So I'm sure you have many questions.
Quite a lot.
Start them.
Did we teleport, you said?
Yeah, we did.
Oh, okay,
Why didn't you contact us, or why didn't you try to find us? I know you can. I know what you can do, Aegis, or at least some of it.
I didn't want to risk it. If I was giving cover stories for what was happening with your group, until you went and decided to kill cause. I'm sure you didn't murder him. the Emperor of Highland, things started to get a little harder to manage. But I gave them false stories of what you're doing because I didn't want the enemy, essentially, to learn that you were actively trying to fight against him and what you were doing, and detailed reports on the progress you were making.
Fair. But why did you? What made you go and decide to tell them we were dead?
Well, how else? One, the last we heard was you were held in the Highland prison for killing the Emperor, so execution was very likely, and well, that's quite honestly what I thought happened. And if you were to have some means of escape, miraculously escape those clutches, then better off them thinking you're dead than not. But I will say, as he looks back to the group, I am very glad to see you alive.
You underestimate Thunar.
Yes, and that was another reason why I didn't contact you. As he looks at Faylen, I trusted you would be able to do what needs to be done. Well, I guess, is that all the questions you have? Because I have a few of my own.
Where's the shard?
The shards? Oh, the same place I'm taking you right now.
Oh, that's good.
Have you been able to get any more shards?
No.
None as of yet.
Oh, okay. Well,
Still working on it though.
any leads?
It's obviously still
Any more run-ins with shadows?
Very few. But we did have some trouble in the tribal lands. So.
Yes, I've heard musings of things going on there.
Well,
Not quite
we
sure
prevented a tribe from sacrifice, so that's
Oh,
about.
That's nice.
Yeah, but aside from that and the Highland Empire, there hasn't been much dealings with the Shadow since then.
Phelan, roll me history.
Oh, you're talking about Archmage Tower.
No, just this is unrelated to what you're talking about.
Okay. 20. Oh wait, what did you say? History?
Yeah.
22.
So as you're walking down and talking about this, the path he's taking is very familiar. As it's taking you to one of the colleges you used to go to. One of the the first magic college you went to.
I kind of maybe thought, why are we going here?
Well,
I thought you were taking us some secret place.
I am. And he kind of looks at you. It's a good hiding spot. As you kind of round a corner, and there, kind of nestled between two small hills, is a kind of small but grand, kind of university building. He says, "Welcome to, one of the colleges that I run. Everyone," he kind of nods to Phelan. "You're quite familiar." Come, and we'll go to the basement where I keep everything.
What are you hiding here?
So he kind of looks at you. Just wait till you see it.
Maybe to look towards Karu as we walk.
Karu stopped walking.
Oh.
He is staring at the college.
I'm gonna take a step back to him.
Phelan, come.
Hold on. I'll be there in a moment.
Aegis kind of sits impatiently.
Karu, why?
And he's just like staring there, and he's kind of like muttering to himself. And you can kind of pick up some of the words. And he's like, I wasn't wrong.
You what?
I wasn't wrong.
Oh.
Come on, Carl. Look, the more that we play along, the more we can figure out.
And you'll kind of like snap out of it, look at the party, look at Mara. You look at Mara. Update me on everything that's going on. As she kind of takes out another one of those ruby garnets, puts in his hand. And I mean everything. Looks to the party. I'm sorry. I have to go talk to someone.
By all means.
And he'll like, but before he leaves, he looks. Don't trust him.
I'll cast message to him and say I don't.
He'll nod, and then he'll go and walk and like start walking away. And Aegis will be like, did I finally scare him off?
Hey, Norm, let's just keep on going.
Anyways.
The faster you show me this, the faster I can go home.
Yes, I'm sure your mother and brother would love to see you. In fact, you might see your brother here.
I'm gonna stop dead in my tracks at that.
You kind of,
Why? Why would he be here?
well, I began mentoring him too.
Since when?
Not too long ago. About a month or two.
Is he involved in any of this relating to what we're doing right now?
No. Only slightly. He knows nothing of the shadows or of the starlight shards, trust me. I'm not that negligent.
He'd better stay out of this.
I know, I'm hoping he will.
Oh boy. I'll keep walking with him. I'll try not to interrupt again. Let you continue your thing.
Come. And so he takes you in, and it's this grand library. Opening it, it's not extremely busy. There's like a few students kind of sitting, lounging as they study. As he kind of walks down into a kind of to the like administrative area of the building. A few people kind of greet him as he walks in, and he kind of just gives them a friendly smile and waves. A few of them look confused as why Aegis and Faylen, that's normal, but Aegis and Faylen and a Goliath and a kobold and
A Goliath carrying a kobold
Yeah.
over his shoulder.
carrying a kobold and what?
Oh, I forgot to
and
wake
another
him up.
elf they don't recognize and a dwarf? What's going on here?
I forgot to wake him up. I just kind of, hey buddy, wake up.
Tombstone like wriggles out of your grasp,
Look.
stands up. He looks around.
You
Where am
fell
I?
over. You fell over.
What?
You're in my hometown.
You tripped and fell and hit your snout, and you blacked out immediately.
What?
Deception.
You want to roll for
Roll
this?
frickin' deception, brother.
I tell you, dirty 20. I smell lies. I cannot stand the stench. I would be holding my nose if I continued to lie about how you fell.
Tombstone squints at you. Hey, I can't believe I'd be so clumsy.
Oh, I think
But-
a bystander may have come by. And
But I do have a large nut-sized lump on my head.
oh
Did
yes.
you carry me all the way here?
Well, of course. Yes, I did carry you.
You said you're in Faylen's town?
Oh yes,
Yes, we're in-
yes. Fan's town.
How
I'm
far
sorry.
is that from Ninasara?
Well,
Just it's far enough, but don't worry about it. We have other business we need to worry about.
How long was I knocked out?
well, you see,
Long
God.
enough.
It must have been several days.
well,
All right.
Tombstone, I won't lie to you. Once you knocked out, were knocked out, we took the opportunity to teleport because you would not get sick.
You did what with me?
I cannot lie to you anymore.
Oh,
Yeah, I didn't.
oh, dick! You conked me on the head.
No, I did
I
not.
just want to point out that
You
the funniest
did!
part of that.
You did! I heard a voice! I heard a voice in my ears! It said it.
Wait, what said that? Oh,
You
what?
hit Phelan! Did he hit me?
I'm not getting involved in this. We're here. Let's get over it. We have more important issues to deal with.
Lunar,
Yes.
he looks at you dead serious. Did you or did you not gunk me on the head?
I did.
I did.
I had to.
Tombstone grins like super wide. Nice.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. I think the best part about that little interaction was the fact that Dunar or Carter, in relation to Dunar, when he said that I smell lies. I couldn't lie to you. I'd have to hold my nose. And proceeds to hold his nose the entire time he's talking.
I'm a visual storytelling too. Give me a
Oh my
hint.
God. Oh Lord.
For those of you listening at home, he held his
Well played,
Make your
Dunar.
second.
Well played.
If that is preferable,
I'm required to inform you on my honor that this will be paid back in full.
to be fair, you did punch me a lot earlier.
That is fair. That is fair. I will consider this when I pay back my payback.
Okay. Thank you for being so kind and forgiving. Let's go before he changes his mind.
Ah, this is nothing among kobolds.
Goodness. Okay, let's keep going.
All right, so as you keep going, he kind of takes like a back exit from the administrative wing and goes to like a kind of smaller kind of section uh, of the university, and he opens it, and around you see a bunch of different equipment. Most people here wouldn't really know what this equipment's used for. You can just tell it's like, oh, this is like just normal, typical magic stuff. But it's a bunch of lab equipment, like beakers and kind of these like your typical, stereotypical like potion bottles everywhere. With a couple, like alchemy equipment, maybe even like some spell books open. Just overall, it just kind of looks like a lab used for magic. And I'm trying my best to stall because the one person they need to be here isn't here right now.
No, do you remember that?
Dude, you aren't hearing voices in your head, are you?
Voices.
Because I swear, a second ago, I heard somebody say, Dunar gunked you on the head.
Oh, I can't even lie to you. I must have told you. Oh,
How would you tell me in my in my head? It was like
with
it was
magic.
indaudible.
With magic.
We'll get back.
Maybe I
Okay.
told you with magic.
So I'll walk to this
You
other.
can talk to people in their heads with magic.
I don't know, Phelan.
So you walk to this
Yes.
other kind of smaller wing of the university, and as you kind of enter, there it's typical typical kind of like magic equipment around. You have some like alchemy stations, some other things going on there. Looks just like kind of like a lab. Phelan, you would recognize this as where you did a lot of the research and kind of a lot of the work. I guess like the magical part of the work. With Aegis. As this is kind of like his person, like his like the administrative research area for like magic. And as you enter, you see someone kind of off in the far corner working at an alchemy table. And Phelan, you
And,
would
Did you
instantly
go get a
recognize
beer for this?
no.
No, maybe.
Phelan's stressed, guys. Okay.
And so, anyways, yeah, and so you would immediately recognize this as your brother.
Nice. Okay. Phelan's gonna like walk over there.
And he's just like
Out.
deep in his work. He's like writing stuff down, kind of putting some drops and other things in these potions, seeing what's going on, writing stuff.
He's listening. Alinar?
And he stops. Slowly turns while like holding one of the potion bottles. Sees Faylen. Potion bottle just kind of slips and falls, cracks open on the ground.
It's been a little bit.
I knew that bastard was lying when he said you were dead. And he goes in for like a huge hug.
Yeah, right back at him. No.
And he like comes out from the hug. What happened?
Phelan looks like a lot of stress drops off of him. Not a little bit. He's like, look, it's a long story. I'll be home later, and I'll tell you. Is mom okay?
Yeah, no, she's fine. She's fine. I mean, we were both skeptical, but I mean, I don't know if how much of it was denial, but
Can I look at Aegis and say you told this guy's family that he was dead?
well, when I think, and then he kind of like, well, I thought they were dead. What was I supposed to do? Lie?
Sick.
kind
I
of
love doing having like.
recalls a
but,
little bit.
Like since when have you started working with Aegis?
Well, just a few months ago, he offered me position. Said it'd be a really good thing to distract me from. Well, he gestured toward you.
Well, what about your herbal stuff? I thought you were gonna open a shop.
Yeah, well, Aegis said, and as he kind of gestured towards the alchemy stuff, I can learn more about it, and well, if I help him and do research for here, he'd help me open up the shop later.
I mean, okay, I guess it makes sense. Okay,
Phelan, I've learned so much.
I'm sure you have, man. I'm sure Aegis knows a lot. There's a lot to learn here.
And he kind of like comes a little closer. He's been trying to teach me how to cast spells. I haven't done it yet, but I'm close. I feel it. It's almost there.
Really, you can almost do it.
Yes.
I gotta see this. You'll have to show me later.
I mean, I can't yet.
Well, you gotta show me what you've learned. Okay, you gotta tell me all about it.
Okay, I will. Wait, why not? Where are you going?
I'm gonna go talk with Aegis and stuff, and I'll gesture to the rest of the party. And
As Aegis is kind of
This-
like walking to another like door and like taking out some like keys and unlocking it.
this is the task force this is who I went to go work with when I left.
Oh,
We
this is who you. Yeah. He kind of
But-
like waves at everyone.
Lunar, one during this conversation was staring at Tombstone like with like an eyebrow, like an eye closed, like trying to make him read my or
Tombstone's
trying to-
staring back at him, like eyes wide, like he
Can you-
received the message. Like, can't believe this just worked.
and I'm saying in my mind I'm thinking, hey buddy. And I'm like, do you hear me?
Dunar, I heard you.
What did I say?
You said, and I quote, I am Dunar's mind voice. I sound a lot different. Don't worry about it.
I don't remember saying that.
That's exactly what you said. And you did sound a lot different.
I don't remember saying that.
I know
Sounded a
exactly
little
what's
bit
going on,
more,
but that's really funny.
More nasally, more high, kind of, it was like smooth, like butter. Dunar's like proud and like strong, and it was like, ooh.
Oh. I don't remember these thoughts.
Oh, I'm getting another transmission. Transmission. It says,
Dunar,
sorry, the intention doesn't come through as clearly as I like. Dunar, you sent me a message by accident.
What did I say?
You said sorry. The intention doesn't come through as clearly as I like it.
The intention.
I know it seemed like a big word for you to use.
What intention?
I'm
I
gonna.
don't know
I'll
what's
look at
going on,
them.
Dunar. You're awakening to new powers.
Oh. Oh.
I'll look at them and I'll turn to Eleanor. I'll introduce them to you guys later.
Yeah, when you
They're
gesture
interesting.
towards this,
Interesting. Yeah.
when
They
you
are,
gesture
but
towards this, I will wave. But yeah,
they're interesting, but they're really good people. They've saved my lives multiple times. So
Well, then I certainly
It's
need
okay,
to
Dunar.
thank them.
Magic is hard.
but we gotta talk. We have to go talk with Aegis real quick. But
Tombstone.
don't tell Mom until I get back. I'll tell her myself.
Okay.
Tombstone. Thunar
okay.
looks kind of sad.
I come back over it.
Hmm.
What are you guys doing?
I can talk to him in my mind.
I was hearing his mind's voice.
I'm gonna look at Dunar. Dunar, I'm almost positive you can't do that. No offense.
You
Well,
have
then whose
zero
voice am
faith
I
in me.
hearing in my head?
You have zero faith in me.
You're hearing a voice in your head. You know what, Tombstone? Unfortunately, that tracks.
What?
He's like,
Insulting
oh!
us. See, first, he insults us. Second, he calls me his brother while he's got one right there. I mean, ugh.
I say in Thunar's
Can't believe
mind,
it.
Thunar, you're my brother not by blood, but by life, by choice. I say that in Thunar's mind. I'm like,
I've shed much blood. Surely it got
Hey.
mixed at some point.
let's go talk
Don't
with
worry,
Aegis
Thunar.
and figure
I
this out.
happily claim you as one of my kin.
I'll pat my chest. And I stared at him again like this.
As you guys are doing all that, I'm Phelan's gonna look around a little bit, like trying to look and see if he can find somebody. See if
No,
you just heard something.
There's nobody in the
Mm-hmm.
nobody in this area of the
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, sure.
building. Anyways, so Aegis kind of unlocks a door, opens it, that kind of goes down into some of the kind of basement levels of the university. Like, come on, not you, Eleanor. You stay here and work.
Does Eleanor look surprised at seeing a Goliath, a kobold, a whatever else we are?
A little confused, like. I mean, like now after hearing it was a task force, he's like, "Oh, okay, that makes sense."
Something be more impressive.
You can impress him at dinner.
Oh, you're right. I'll eat the most and show him who the better brother is.
And Aegis will lead you all into the basement levels.
Oh, Seb, can I send the character picture I made?
Sure.
Ooh, character picture. Timestamp it.
Yeah. Let me timestamp.
Oh, I don't have
that.
permission to do that here. I'll just
Send
send
it to
you
me and I'll
again.
send it. I'll send it.
I think I sent them to you before, actually.
You did. I just forgot about
Oh, I
that
did.
until right now.
Oh, yeah, you good.
Anyways, so he leads you into the basement area.
This is the most un-Thenarian thing I've ever done.
And so, as you kind of go there, you kind of go down some flight of stairs as you kind of go into this bigger stone underground room lit by torchlight. And Phelan, you would recognize this area.
Mm-hmm.
You would recognize it as where Aegis did a lot of the what's it called? A lot of the like spell training with you.
Mhm.
And everyone else can tell because you can see scorch marks, some other kind of divots and like impacts in the kind of walls around you. But then across it, like kind of in another area of this very large underground stone room, there's there's some more kind of magic stuff, and there you see kind of this like locker type of like a safe type of container, on one of these, kind of like off onto one of these walls. And y'all aren't alone in this room. There are some people there. Some people are like working on magic stuff, and other people are like kind of working through and like kind of teaching and kind of learning some of these spells. And Aegis will kind of stop standing there, and then he'll turn around. Faylen, well, you'll be familiar with this place. This is where we. But everyone else, this is I guess a formal introduction to my my specialized research.
Which
Pretty
is
similar to how I remember it.
Yes, yes. This is where we do a lot of our work. And you see a lot of these people inside, kind of inside this. They're all kind of like staring, kind of like some of them kind of like look and like kind of recognize Phelan and like look at the rest of the party and like look perplexed. Just like, what are they doing here? Now, yes. Well, what do you want? What would you like to see first?
Well, what have you been doing? What have you been doing since we've been gone? Then
Well,
what's so important you had to bring us here?
doing a lot of research on these shards, and by the way, Phelan, I think there's some interesting things I need to show you there. And additionally, we've been trying to track and understand these shadows.
have you been able to use one yet?
He kind of smiles. Yes.
Ah, so you're on my level.
Sure.
You used one. What happened when you used it?
Well, it's almost like a surge of power. Almost like it was deep from inside of you itself. It's hard to explain. It's something you have to experience, really.
I agree.
Sure. Well, what have you been able to learn then? What tests have you been conducting down here?
Well, we've been testing on how consistently we can use the shard, what the shards can be used for. If multiple shards means increase in power, but ultimately, we've been really, really studying its effects on both the people and other such magical things, such as whether it can affect objects and things like that.
Okay. Well, anything helpful that you've determined about it and the shadows or our goals?
Nothing about it related to the shadows, at least as of yet, but we're still doing a lot of research into, where these shadows are coming from.
Question, how are you doing research on shadows?
Well, right now, our scholars are poring through history books, seeing if there's any occurrences of these from before. But we haven't found anything yet. And so we're now moving toward, if we can, we're going through, news or reports from places, see if we can track some of them down, potentially capture one. But not much progress has been made with that either. He kind of chuckles. It's almost like maybe they're hiding from people as he looks toward the party, pointedly.
I wouldn't be so sure. We
Ah,
came into contact with them while we were gone, and well, we're lucky to make it out. So
just postulating. Know nothing about what these shadows are, so don't really have much to go off of. But anyways, I at least wanted to show you these places here. Oh yes, the evidence. As he kind of goes over, opens up some drawers, shuffles through some papers, pulls them out. Yes, gives them to you. this should be all you need to know.
Okay. I'll take a look at the papers and.
And kind of skimming through them, you see it's just like reports on political activities and some interesting, like very out of character things that the three councilmen that he named earlier were doing, such as like late night meetings with people, other shady kind of under the table deals happening, and just overall signs of corruption.
Nice.
Now, careful with
Are we?
those. We got those straight from their secretaries, so.
Are we sure any of this is related to the shadows at all, or is it just your typical government corruption types situations?
Well, it's kind of like shrugs. Like I said, we don't know much about the shadows, but my gut is telling me that that's not just everyday political corruption.
Okay. Well,
Anyways, well, it's probably been a long day for you all, so I will let you all, and well, as he kind of gestures up there, pretty sure Eleanor is eagerly waiting. So I will let you all go for now, but I would like you all to meet me back here tomorrow. Especially you, Faylen.
can do that.
Perfect. Well, then I'll let you go to your dinner.
Oh boy.
As he
Right,
kind of
where-
turns back and starts talking to some of the other scholars in the room.
Where's the dinner?
The group. Well, it might be a little longer than we might expect, but I'm sure that Mom wouldn't mind all of you guys coming home for dinner.
But she wasn't even expecting you. How was she going to expect me?
We'll figure it out.
I've never been expected.
I do believe that.
Well, yeah, I guess I'll show you the way. I don't know if you guys want to do anything else ahead of time or before. Okay. I'll
All right.
start leading the way back. I'll head up and tell out,
So,
find Alan.
You get up to you get up there, meet with Eleanor, as you start making your way back to Phelan's home. And as you do so, Eleanor is gonna ask about the party. So, are you like a lizard or like a dragonborn or
No, 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 no. You see, we have never, I've never properly introduced myself.
I just
See.
as he starts doing this, I shake my head. Shouldn't have asked.
The name's Tombstone, pit fighter extraordinaire, drill sergeant of the Fiery Fist Pirates, champion of the Water Peoples, enemy of empires, master haggler, prison breaker, Colossus Slayer, nearly disintegrated lizard, Quiplash Conqueror, the negotiator, chicken thief, intimidation master, captain of the Fangor tribe.
about halfway through that, Eleanor kind of like started putting up his fingers and trying to count how many there were, but he kind of got questioned about the end.
Also, champion of Old Reach.
Nice to meet you. Is Tombstone fine?
Well, I prefer if they, if you use all the titles in succession, but yeah, Tombstone will do fine.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, this is Tombstone. Yeah, we met him recently, or well, I guess not recently now at this point, but he's been a good addition to the group.
Also, I'm a kobold. Probably haven't seen any of those around here.
No, I haven't. I've read about them though.
Yes, then you must know how evil and fearsome they are.
No, most of the things I read said
I'll eat your face off, kid.
they were very, very
I'm
aggressive
gonna kind of like stop.
fierce
Like,
warriors.
That's exactly what I wanted to hear.
I go to stop Eleanor, and as you start saying that, I'm like, okay, no, he knows what he's saying.
And he kind of looks down. What's Who are you? I assume a dwarf?
You'd be correct.
Huh. How'd you get stuck with these guys? Task force or looks at Tombstone. Something else.
Task force.
Oh, very cool. And he'll kind of look backwards toward Thunar. And big guy, what's up with you?
I am Thunar.
Oh, just Thunar?
Do I have a last name? I have a family, I promise.
Oh, that's nice.
We're
I
good.
just
You're
found
good,
them.
Thunar.
That's
You
nice.
only need
How many kids do you have?
Oh no, I mean I have a sister and a mom and a dad.
Oh, okay.
I mean I don't know my last name. We didn't talk about that. I just met them.
Cool.
It's a complicated story, but we actually went to Dunar's home recently, and well we may have saved a couple of people and found his parents. But
That sounds very, very nice.
Dunar was the chief of a tribe down there for a little while, but he decided that he wanted to stick with
Yes.
us, and so he passed the chiefdom on.
Approximately a few hours. But I did have 2 axes, Chief.
Uh-huh. And
One- And what?
I'll say, and what about you? Are you, are you from around here? As he looks toward Briar.
No.
Oh, okay. Are you from Ninasara at least? Because I assume, as he kind of like gestures toward like his ears.
Yeah. I'm from the Barrow Woods.
Oh, cool. So you're a wood elf.
Yes, I am.
Cool. Yeah, I have some friends in college that are wood elves. Yeah.
That's cool.
She actually joined our group directly from Aegis. She used to study with him, just like I did.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. Yeah. Well, look at us. His own little, student researchers. That's cool. What about him back there? As he points behind you guys.
That's Hamilton.
You mean Havel?
That's what I said.
No. And there's like kind of a little bit behind you all. There's someone, following you guys.
Who's following us?
Oh wait, no, hold on. Sorry, that's just my friend.
Oh yeah, I was about to say he's wearing the college uniform, isn't he? Like that. I was thinking he was with you.
Hold on, I have to shoot this guy off real quick. It kind of walks over. Stan, what are you doing here?
What am I doing here? You invited me for dinner.
Did I?
Do I need to roll a deception? Or did he actually and is blowing him off?
Did I thought no. I thought I told you that I was staying late to study or to do research for Aegis.
Aren't you?
No. You said, and I quote, tonight is food night at the house and at the Null house and
Oh, shoot, what day is it?
and
What day is it?
tonight.
No, I thought. No, it's.
You hit me on the shoulder this morning and you said, "Hey, bro." You said that, insinuating I was welcome at your family table.
We didn't have class together today.
You hit me. You found me in the courtyard.
At this point, what's one more?
I'll walk over and just pat on. I'm like, it's fine.
Hey, Faylen.
I'm bringing enough friends. Do I recognize him?
Oh no! Your brothers talk so much about you.
Oh, oh yeah,
I mean,
I guess thanks. Like, it's cool. I'm
Stan.
sure Mom wouldn't mind.
At this point, what's one more? Sorry, Miss Snow.
But like,
Is your door frame big
kinda,
enough for me?
I kind of just want. He kind of leans in towards. I kind of just wanted to be like, just us. I mean, the task force is fine. They're like your. I assume you're doing some important business here, so
No, I really think the new guy seems lame.
Hey, listen, he's still my friend.
Oh wait,
barely.
huh? You guys didn't hear that?
Add your voice.
You know what? How about I just got home. Stan, you said your name is?
Yeah, Stan. Yeah, that's right.
Well, hey, I just got back into town. They weren't expecting me. I kind of came unannounced. So how about, maybe you hit up dinner with Alan another time? You guys seem like, I'm gonna look at Alan friends.
Let me pull out my address book.
Stan, you have an address book?
Yeah, for going to dinner with all my friends and meeting their moms.
Yeah.
Close it, and and I'm like, no, like I think we should study together.
Phelan like
What?
all of a sudden like looks like he kind of like he kind of like nods his head up for a second and then yeah, it's fine. Come on ahead, Eleanor, it'll be fine. Let's just go.
Phelan.
I'll turn Eleanor and start walking and be like, it's fine. I'll explain it later.
Okay. As the rest of the walk is kind of silent, as
He's flipping through his dress book again, kind of like writing stuff down.
and he's just kind of like occasionally just turning and glaring at Stan.
Stan would like to go into the house first.
I think Mom's making roast.
Roast what?
I don't know. She just said roast.
Is the door in sight?
Yeah, I would say, and you start to approach the door. You see lights on from the inside, smoke pluming out of the chimney.
I would open the door. I'd like to open the door first and walk in and say, Mama Eladir, I heard it's roast night.
As Stan like goes past me, starts walking toward. I'm like, Stan, sit,
No,
Stan.
As Alan already kind of breaks out of like whatever hold Phelan had and starts running.
I like
after
going.
him.
I'm like, oh.
As the
I
door
changed my mind.
Stan
This new guy's got balls.
slams the door open and says that. As Eladir, who's sitting in the kitchen working, and there's another image for this one that I will send. And I hope I spelled this right. Oops, I can't type. Is that right? Or did I flip
Yep.
the Y and R? Okay.
That is
Y
it.
and I. Anyways, as
Carter.
as she's seen kind of like startled or whatever, and she's, who are you?
I'm an old friend of the family.
As she like darts her eyes toward like the knife block in the corner of the kitchen.
I'll walk in with Eleanor. Be like, Stan. No, not even Stan. Sin. If I had known you, that's why you were asking my mom's name. I wouldn't have told it to you.
Stan, what are you talking? What are you talking about?
I
I
slowly morph into a sad version of Sin, Hair's a little longer.
Are you making your face like droopy?
And
whoa.
I look up. I'm like, would have been nice to been human for a few more hours.
Eleanor like stumbles backward, almost falling down. What the hell?
Eleanor,
I killed Stan and took his skin this morning.
that's not
You're
true. He didn't do that.
Nice.
Eleanor, this is Sin.
Well played.
He's another one of the task force who's been off on his own for a little while.
I go to shake his hand.
He like
And
he doesn't. He just puts up a finger. Stay away from us.
He's fine. He's a shapeshifter. It's okay. It's just, I'm sorry. Take a breath.
Faylen, as you're sitting there, kind of like facing Eleanor and Sin, kind of trying to explain the situation, you feel hands wrap around you from behind,
I don't. Oh, I'm assuming it's my mom.
and it's your mother from behind
Like,
you.
Hey, Mom.
You just don't hear
Sorry
any response.
Sorry I didn't write. Kind of
She kind of.
Me too. I'll turn around and give my mom a hug.
It takes how long to write a paragraph?
Look, it's.
In
Like
his
she-
defense, it might take a
She
few
like
days.
kind of breaks off from the hug, kind of looking
hard.
up at you. How many paragraphs did you write a month, a year, or a day, a week when working for Aegis? But no, when it comes to writing to your mother, you have to take a whole year, and there's not
Well,
even a
it's
paragraph scene.
Look, it's not that I didn't look. I'll open my bag. Like there's a couple. There's some paper. Like, it's not that I didn't write. It's just I just didn't have a chance to send them.
Oh yeah, because that's all real nice when they're not here, being read by your lovely mother.
I'm sorry. I'm gonna try not
She
to.
kind of just
Look,
breathes
We were
out.
busy.
I understand. I'm just glad you're home.
Me too. Me too.
You chose a good day to
I-
come back too. I'm cooking roast.
Oh, that sounds really good. I hope it was a lot, and I'll guess your door, cause
Is the
the rest
door
of my
frame-
party came too.
Is the door frame large enough for me?
You can squeeze through there.
Okay, so as I attempt to squeeze through, this is my first time seeing everyone in there. I would like to look and be like, sorry, Mrs. No.
You're fine. Any friend of Phelan's a friend of mine.
Yes, this
Cool.
is Thunar.
Um,
He's one of my really
Might
good friends.
take a little
But-
longer to cook. I wasn't expecting a party of 10.
That's Sim.
I scratch my head. Sorry, but
Oh, you don't have to bother cooking for me.
don't listen to him. That's Tombstone. And then I'll introduce you. This is Eitri. And then the one who looked like a student was Sin. This is Sin.
Sen's in here?
I just remembered something.
Uh-huh.
That's Sin.
You
He's
bet-
here.
You betrayed me.
Wait,
Didn't he write us like
wait,
an evil
wait.
letter saying that?
I can
You broke
explain.
my heart.
I can explain.
You've turned against me too.
The letter I read to you guys
I was gonna kill him.
was completely fake. I didn't read you the actual letter he left me.
I trusted you and closed my nose against you.
Listen-
That was my fault. I'll take
Listen.
this one.
Sin's been on his own separate kind of mission for us, okay? On his own the side thing, he had to do it on his own, okay? But for that to work out, we had to think that he had actually betrayed us, okay? So I had to, let's just, look. Sin's here, he's not betrayed us, we're all still friends. Let's just enjoy a night of rest. I really would like to drop everything with the task force for the night.
It's okay, Fallon. You take your time. You know, I just got mine, and I know how that feels. I will lead. Don't worry.
But let's just relax. And then I'll point directly at Tombstone. And no, killing anyone.
The reason I had to lie is because I was hunting down a Tarlight Serb hard serve, and I found one.
A what?
Oh,
Ah!
A
Huh?
Tarlight Serb hard serve.
Oh.
Oh.
Eleanor is kind of like
You
sits and
remember
thinks
our
for a
secret
second.
language we developed?
I still have no
You're
idea what you're
laughing?
talking about.
I got you. I got you.
Good.
Yeah, I mean, I already knew it ahead of time, but
okay.
we're
Well,
good.
Eleanor
Faylen,
kind of sits there and thinks. Starlight Shard?
I look at him and be like, now why would anybody be talking about that? What even is that?
I don't know. What are you talking about? This guy's
Oh.
weird.
I think he found the Starlight Shard.
I'm gonna look at Tombstone. I'm gonna be like, we don't know
What's a
anything
star-
about
What's a
whatever
Starlight
this.
Shard?
Hey guys.
Starlight Shards!
Hey
Oh.
guys.
Tombstone.
It's not-
Tombstone.
Hi, hey guys.
What? You asked me
No.
a question. You
Guys.
said to relax. I'm relaxing here.
Hey.
We're
That's
talking
still
here.
that's work. That's work. We leave that
Hey.
out completely.
Hey.
Mm.
Can we go outside and let Faylen have family time? Because it's cramped in here and I don't like it. Right now. Hold on. Hey,
Dunar says as he's like hunched over like this inside the house. Elves are tall, but he's like a foot taller, and it's a low hanging ceiling for even for
at
elves.
least the door. Yeah. Come on, Tombstone. Come with me. Come hang out. Sin, come on.
But I'm not gripped.
No, you. But,
Tombstone. Can you just wait outside for a minute? Just a minute. And then we'll let you know when the food's ready.
Fine. Almost seems like you don't enjoy my company. What?
I do, but I just need a break.
I'll go sit on the porch, hang my feet off the off the deck, and like swing them.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna collapse in a chair in like the kitchen area and just gonna.
So, you gonna tell me what y'all have done now?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I can. Oh Lord. Do we have any ale by any chance?
Since when did you start drinking ale?
I gotta. Let's just get into this, and then I'll start explaining the thing. I'll start explaining the things
You'll
that I
start-
can
You'll start
without
start from
give
the
her kinda
very
like an idea.
beginning. He'll say, "So here I am, walking to Oldreach Castle, the castle in Oldreach."
Yeah, I'll tell him a bit about what we did. I know
And-
you guys thought I was crazy leaving, okay, especially you, Eleanor, but glad I did. These guys are great. They've been there and they've helped me out. I do tell them the story about Sin and what happened with him in the beginning.
Mhm.
I basically tell them everything I can that doesn't relate to Epsilon, Starlight Shards, Shadows. I just kind of like glance around that.
So we'll get back to as they're talking outside. Mara will be there, who's been kind of just quiet the entire time. She'll say, "Well, as much as I love the opportunity for dinner, I need to go make sure Karu's not doing anything drastic.
Yeah, where did he go?
I'm not sure." As she kind of pulls out another like ruby garnet. Everything he's telling me is just doesn't really make sense.
Should we come, or
You can
let
come
me
if you
go?
want, but I mean,
I'll come. Everyone else give Phelan a easy time.
okay. Well then, Dunar.
Clearly, he doesn't want me here either. So, I might as well. And who knows? Maybe I'll get to fight something, or at least smack Garu another time. I don't know.
All right. Well then, unless anyone else wants to join, we can leave now. All right. and then she'll like leave, look toward Sin and Eitri. Please tell them where we went. I'm sure Phelan at least will understand.
We got you.
Thank
Tell
you.
them to enjoy the evening on Thunar. Just kidding. Tell them to enjoy the evening.
And then they walk off. And then going back to the inside of the house with Phelan and family. I don't know, we just kind of sit there, kind of just in awe of the stories he's been told. So, you fought a kraken?
I don't know if I'd say fight as much as got attacked. There's not really much fighting back against one that you can really do.
Yeah, but you did it twice.
Got lucky twice. We've fought a lot of things since
I can
I've
tell.
left. So,
And you still
but
say it was a good idea to go on this?
I think so. You want to know why?
Why? Please convince me that putting your life in danger this often is a good idea.
I'm gonna lean towards him. I can teleport now.
No,
You know how hard that was. I can do it. I
No,
did it.
Star, you can't.
I did it. I won't like complete the spell, but I'll start casting teleportation circle, like start making the symbol like appear and stuff.
And
But I'll
like,
cut it off before I like,
that's what
actually do it.
Aegis does!
I know! I know how to do it now! I can do it!
You're gonna have to show me. I want you to teleport me.
To teleport you now? You know how late it is?
No, not now.
Well, yeah, definitely I will.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, exactly. Now I need to know what's been going on here since I've been gone.
Well, like I said, I recently started training with Aegis. He's trying to get me to be able to cast spells. Been doing some important research for him.
What's he got you
And
researching?
just some potions, and he's having me research how potions can possibly help people with magical deficiencies. And so I've been doing that in order to one, help myself and help others. But I mean, he says it's really important, so I believe him there.
Oh well, I'm sure it is. You know. I'll like jerk my hand towards the door. Yeah, Thunar out there. I know I told you a little bit about it, but man can heal, man can cast magic. His fists literally catch on fire when he does it sometimes, and he still only just now thinks he can do magic.
Seriously?
But yeah, and the worst part about it, like the worst part about it, the hardest thing, is that now that he knows it's magic and not just his own his own natural thing, he can't do it when he wants to. And I'm like,
So it's like
I just don't know how to make the connect to
so
him
it's
for
like
him.
it's like a mental block.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like he's super powerful. He can do a lot of really cool things, and he's
You know what?
been doing them.
You should get him to talk to Aegis.
Yeah, maybe I should. Maybe.
I mean, he's helping. I'm almost able to cast spells, and I can't even cast magic. Like I couldn't
That's
even
true.
touch magic before.
That's true. He's figuring it out, I think, though. He's getting there. So, like you said, he knows how to do it. He's just like now that he knows what it is, he's just like
Yeah, I'm just
it's
saying,
there.
Aegis is a pretty good teacher, so maybe he'll be able to kind of hone in on something and make it click for Thunar.
Maybe. But well, you know, that's that with that. But I'm glad that you're getting your put your skills to work. So
Yeah, I'm very excited. I like what I'm doing.
Mhm.
Classes are easy. That's no
Oh
big
yeah,
deal.
nothing for us Knowles, huh?
Indeed.
Not when you read as much, and I'll open just for the mom for mom. Not as much. Not when she makes you read as much as she does.
Oh my gosh. I thought people keep talking about how strict and how tough the college reading program is. They wouldn't have a week with her.
I know, right?
Jeez.
Well,
At that point, Elodie will kind of stop, kind of smack her spoon against the edge of like that cleaning off. Well, I believe it's ready. If you want to go get your friends.
Sure, I'll grab them. We'll walk outside.
And you see Justin and Eitri.
Eitri, Sin, where are the others?
They went to look for Karu.
Oh, well,
Mara got worried.
you know what? That makes sense why she would get worried, you know? Those two meant for each other. Gonna say it.
I
I've read
totally
enough
agree.
books. I've read enough books. History or not, I read enough book. All right. Well, food's ready for you guys. Come on in. You know what? Speaking of which, you know what? Hey, Mom! And I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna start telling her my thoughts and getting her opinion on the Karumara situation.
Mom, that girl?
Yeah.
I thought she was in. You were interested in her.
What? No. No. She and Karu are made for each other.
Well, pardon me for assuming when you bring a girl to the house.
Well, I'm sorry that I haven't done that yet. I've been a little busy. It's not, it's not every day you meet women on a trip to, save half the world kind of thing,
She just gives you a smirk.
I
I
mean,
don't know.
Briar's
Never met Karu, so can't really tell.
Well, he's a good guy. Hey, he was our original leader, our task force leader, but well, that's politics. But let's eat.
And as they dig in, they begin eating. Tombstone and Thunar.
Let's go.
You've been searching. Mara keeps looking at this kind of ruby garnet and talking into it and looking back and talking back. As you can tell, it's kind of like a one-sided conversation that's happening. And from what you can tell, there's really not much going on. Like, not much progress is being made in terms of locating him. Until finally, you find him. You find him kind of, I'll say, in a tavern. I'll say. And when you get to him, he's not drunk. He's not like drinking or anything. He's just like sitting there, deep in thought. And in fact, he doesn't even see you walk up. And he only snaps out of it when Mara pulls a chair, like kind of snapping him back to reality, as you all sit down at the table in front of him. And as you all sit down, he just sits there, like hands on his head, just like shaking it back and forth.
Mara,
She shrugs like, I don't know.
your boyfriend's broke. Fix him.
She snaps a look to you. Looks back.
I'll just say, Aru.
I can't find him.
Can't find who?
I couldn't find him.
Can't find who?
He'll look back up. How much did I tell you about the fulcrum? And that's where we're in tonight's session.
Ahsoka Tano's
Nice.
coming.